do that.
Yeah, you didn't even tell people you're going to be late.
I didn't tell them I was going to be late. But you know what? I'm late. I'm streaming now. I imagine that people will find out about it. How you doing, Chris?
Are we on now?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, what the heck? I was leaning over. That's how I started. Okay, yeah, I see that you're live now. I'm good, I'm good. I'm good. You got
too.
I mean, the two cams is a little bit like you're fucking pretty Hollywood. I'm not gonna lie, you kind of got Hollywood pretty heavy pretty early on.
You like my hat?
I mean, I see it. Yeah, this guy's immediate. He gets into Hollywood. He immediately needs to. What kind of shirt is that?
See it?
What kind of shirt is it?
Bape.
Oh, really? I have Bape. I have Bape hats.
Oh, well, hello. I have a Bape shirt and a Bape pair of shorts that I didn't put on yet. I bought the shirt on, but I bought the shorts. They're like the camouflage light blue situation.
That's incredible. Yeah, Hollywood Cam Bryan. They call him Cam Sam.
Yeah. I'm doing it, man. I'm in Hollywood. I'm having a lot of fun. We got computer here. We got West Coast Brian. Chris is Cali Chris for some reason.
Well, because I've been to Cali a lot more times than you have, and I know a lot more about it. That's the reason why.
Well, I'm a California guy now.
So. Well, yeah, right. You're a tourist. That's what people like me like to refer to you as a tourist.
No, I'm not a tourist. I'm official. Yeah. Everybody around here is like, you have so many friends here. You're so cool.
My nose is so itchy because my damn mustache is too long. My mustache is too long.
You know what you can do? You can shave that.
Well, I like it.
I'm having a rock star. It's Hollywood. It's only like 5 o'clock here.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere right here.
Yeah, well, my computer says it's 8:28, but it's not 8:28. Hi, Christian Gooner. Yep, thank you. Everybody's calling me Hollywood Brian. I am Hollywood Brian. I went to a big Hollywood event last night.
What was it?
It was an earthquake in Syria that I didn't know about, and I apologize.
You went to an earthquake?
No. I went to an event with Derek and Drill performed there.
Oh yeah, and who else? Maria Bamford.
She didn't make it. She wasn't able to make it. And so I went to that. We hung out with Matt Chrisman, who I haven't seen in like 2 fucking years. So that was really great.
Oh, that's fun.
He's going to be on Guys. 3 years, actually. He's going to be on Guys. I think we're going to record it sometime this week.
Yeah, you were telling me. You were telling me about that. I'm excited about that. Bonsai Prince Buddy subscribing, by the way, Brian. It's a new sub there, Bonsai Prince Buddy. I happen to know a real good Twitch chatter from some other chats I know them from.
So here's the thing. I am going to next week be doing probably not. No, we won't stream next week because I'll be on an airplane, actually, not in an airplane.
So not super committed to it.
I can't play Are You Up and Around, everybody. The soundboard's not working. I was late showing up to record at the studio.
Why? Can you tell everyone why?
What do you mean why?
Tell everyone why you were late, because you can't handle the Cali traffic.
LA traffic.
Cali Chris would know. He'd be like, boom, you probably you didn't use Waze. You got to tell your driver to use Waze.
I did use Waze. Waze told me it would take 15 minutes to get here when I was out in
You're
Beverly
such a
Hills.
tourist. You're such a tourist. You don't know anything about Cali lifestyle like I do. I would have gotten there on time for sure because I would have known about the traffic. You've only heard about it in your TV shows.
I've been here twice before this. This is number 3.
I've been there at least 5 times.
Okay, well, I'll come back 4 more times.
I'll come back every time you do, so you'll never be able to get ahead of me. Yeah, that's right. Cyber Cali Chris would never get stuck in traffic. Couldn't be me.
I was 15 minutes. I fucking went hard on. Okay, I'm gonna fucking Google.
You went hard?
I have gone pretty hard actually while I'm here. Well, I haven't been shitting. I don't know if people want to hear about that, but it was 4 days. And then it finally happened, and now it's been 2 days. So I'm just fucking stacking up poop.
Hey, look at that. Poochie raiding. Hey, Poochie, how's it going?
Hey, Poochie, how are you?
Checking in, Cali Chris here. If you want to know about
Chris
California, Los
California.
Angeles, just ask your boy.
Chris isn't in California. I'm in California.
Not currently, but I've been there so many times. It's like a second home to me.
Yeah. Also forgot my glasses. So no glasses. I have Metamucil cookies, Paisley Fontaine, and I'm eating them all day. And Chris does not know more about LA than me. I was out here.
Okay. Who are the basketball teams? Who are the basketball teams?
The Clippers and the Lakers.
And where do the Lakers play? Where do the Lakers play?
Crypto.com arena.
And where do the Clippers play?
The Crypto.com arena.
Okay, he knows a bit. He knows a bit. Okay, he knows a bit. Okay.
I'm not in Ohio, Lou Bega Freak. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in Silver Lake, I believe.
You can tell because he's like he's so wide-eyed. He's just such a he's steps off the bus and he's just people are knocking him over. Oh God, he doesn't know what's going on.
Well, yeah, it said 12 minutes to get here. So I was like, all right, I got 12 minutes. I'm going to go to the Bape store and spend an absurd amount of money on an outfit that I'll wear like 6 times maybe this summer.
Well, I can't buy Bape shirts because of the sizing doesn't work at all.
This is 2X.
Yeah, I know because the way the sizing is, it's just weirdly sized. So I can't ever wear them. But yeah, I have a couple of the hats from when I used to have a little bit of money. Shoe 3482. Am I going to see Connor O'Malley in Seattle in June? That's interesting you say that. I was mentioning
He's not. He's never been to Seattle. He doesn't know anything.
I've been I literally went and saw these.
Hilton
Hollywood Handbook. I went and saw them in Seattle. So that gives me credit in Hollywood and in Seattle. I saw them at the Crocodile, same place where Connor O'Malley is playing. So yeah, I have been there before, and it's actually very close to where I live, Brian.
Oh, he doesn't have a passport though. He can't. He's not going to go.
Do you want me to come and show my passport on stream?
Yeah, show it, and also your social.
It has that on there.
Look, Stink Eater said I have friends in Seattle and they've never seen Chris, which is true.
Well, there's an actual Carpenter Groot. I don't know what his name is now. He's had a few different names in the Go Off Kings chat. I actually met him in Seattle and hung out with him. We went out for dinner and everything. I mean, I have photographs.
Well, it sounds like you're lying. But yeah, I've been there twice. I know a lot about Seattle. Almost as much as I know about LA, which is where I'm at now.
That I believe. Both of them not that much.
Yeah, I was in Beverly Hills today, just going around doing Beverly Hills type stuff. And then yesterday I was in West Hollywood, which is generally known as the hip section of town. And I felt like, well, I belong there. So I went over there and kind of walked around there. I went then it was in Hollywood, actually, by the Netflix building where the earthquake benefit was that I got guest listed on, but then felt really guilty because 100% of the proceeds were going to the earthquake.
Yikes. You show up on a freebie too. That is low rent.
I felt extremely bad about that one.
I mean, that's classic Hollywood shit right there.
Well, listen. And I'm going to explain this. I was going to buy tickets for it, okay? And but the thing is, it's at a place that it's I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but it's like a DIY venue.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
You know what I'm talking about? Where
and listen, I'm involved in performing myself. I don't know if you know that, but so around the Vancouver scene. So right around Vancouver. We do it basically the same in Canada, to be honest. Yeah, you've never been to Canada, right, Brian?
No. Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, I have been to Canada, Vancouver, not in Vancouver, British Columbia, but I have been to Windsor, Canada, which is a fine Canadian town.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that much different than America, you know?
Yeah.
If you're looking for something totally different, you're going to be a little disappointed.
Yeah. I think go out there, go to Canada, maybe. They're talking about the lag between the two me's, but I'm kind of thinking when I get home, I'm going to do 2 me's. That's just going to be like a from now on thing. I like having two me's.
I like how the angle is just slightly different.
Yeah. You like
that
hat?
It's not even too, it's just very, very slightly a different angle. It's
so I got this new hat, this LA Dodgers hat. I've always been a Dodgers fan. Everybody knows that about me. And I bought a White Sox hat, which everybody knows I've always been a White Sox fan. And so I got two new hats. So now I have a New York Yankees hat, mostly for Fred Durst reasons.
Yeah.
I have a Cubs hat, which is sick looking, and people always stop me and say, "Go Cubs." And I don't realize why they're saying it. Now I have an LA hat, which I'll probably wear all the time, and then a White Sox hat with little hearts and butterflies on it. Because I'm just, I'm out here and it's like,
you're out there.
I got to live this fucking lifestyle. Everybody in Los Angeles got to see me. Nobody has sold me drugs yet, Chris.
What, you got to go to a store?
No, I want benzos. You can't get those at the store.
Well,
don't get my hands
on. What are you talking about?
Xanax.
What are you doing that stuff for?
A guy DM'd me and said he could get me Xanax, but he doesn't follow me or anybody I know.
Brian, don't say that on here. First off, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think you should. Christian Gooner subscribing tier 1.
Good, because I need Xanax money.
Nah, don't say that. Ariel's upset as well. Don't say that on here.
I'm sorry. That's just something I like, and I only do it on vacation in big cities.
Yeah,
because that's the best place to get them. I don't.
Hey, wait! You got to take this advice from Doc Hollywood, MD. This is literally a doctor from Hollywood with an MD medical degree. Says don't take benzos if they're not prescribed, and that is a medical doctor from Hollywood where you currently are. So,
I don't believe him. I'm going to click that link and see. I'm going to ban Doc Hollywood, MD.
No, you are
from the chat because he's being a bummer.
You can't do that.
Yeah, he's being a bummer.
You can't do that. No.
That's all I just want like 3 bars.
Wait, Doc Hollywood says I'm an actual doctor. Laugh out loud.
Oh, you're in Hollywood? Hey, can you prescribe me some benzos, Doc?
No, Brian, don't. I'm not joking, Brian. You should not, Brian. I'm not kidding you. You should not say this stuff on your Twitch channel.
I'll stop. Is it just your paranoia, or am I going to get in trouble with Twitch?
No, you could get it. I think you could get it. I think you could get in trouble.
With who?
I don't think it's something. I think it's probably against the TOS. I mean, if you don't care, whatever. But
I do care so much about the TOS. I don't care about like the legal things,
Yeah, I think you could get banned for being too cool. That's basically Fontaine.
Absolutely what it is.
Oh, you can only get in trouble if you take them on camera. Okay, I'm not 100% sure on it. It just seems to be like asking a doctor in the area to prescribe you something that you don't need for recreational purposes would be covered under the TOS. I
sometimes need it. Like I get anxiety sometimes,
Well, you go to a doctor then, I guess. But anyways, let's move off the topic. Let's get into some great clips.
I'm getting in there right now. I got to find it because we weren't going to stream while I was gone. And then as I'm leaving the fucking house, I think I was either in the car or at the airport, I look at my fucking phone and it says The Beer Show, episode 6, I think.
Yeah, Brian, have you ever thought of microdosing mushrooms?
I've thought of it. I did it once, but I just ended up macro dosing and freaking out.
So you can't do. You gotta be. But I have done that, and I find that it is like 100 milligrams of good mushrooms. Maybe golden teachers, or maybe even a penis envy is a little stronger. But 100 milligrams of that, and it can be really therapeutic.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I would do that at home,
but don't take my advice on it,
Chris. Let me explain something. Here's the thing. I don't get hookups at addictive drug hookups at home. I don't have. No, I refuse. I'm not refuse. I mean, obviously, I'd love to have some.
Okay, well that Brian, so you're just not able to.
Well,
so you're just not able to. It's not like you made it sound like initially like, well, hey, when I'm at home, I don't even have anything to do with this stuff. If I could, I would.
You went to a street festival?
Yeah, the Italian days.
Can I say, I heard you. I mean, I saw this and
I up and around.
I saw this and I can't.
I up and around.
I can't help it, but I'm never gonna get used to that now. I can't help but say I saw you were like really acting carelessly yesterday, and that the police were. Luckily, they saved you. To tell you the truth, because it looked like you were in a lot of trouble.
Well, what do you mean it looked like? You didn't see the situation where I was in trouble. So just to be clear, if you didn't read my Twitter, I was leaving the soccer game yesterday, and you know how like the cops will they'll do crowd control when you're crossing the streets. Like you don't fucking need it. Nobody needs it. I can just look and see when it's fucking safe to go. So I walked across the street when I don't know how it works where you guys live, but it'll like flash the hand and then the hand goes solid when you actually have to not go, you know? And so I was just crossing when it was flashing, and he was just like, you stop right there, get back here. And he's just like screaming it. And he starts saying like, yeah, that's right. I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, that's right. You two, like a buttercup, or like he said something like that. Like he was straight out of the movie. He's like, yeah, that's right. You buttercup. That's right. Get back here right now. And I was like, why are you talking to me like this? It was like buttercup. A huge crowd of people. And I was like, why are you talking to me like this? He's like, well, I could just write you a ticket right now. I could just write you a ticket if you want. I'm like, for what? Like, I'm allowed to cross when it's flashing. And then someone in the group was like to the cop, hey man, you're really like, you're coming off dumb here. Like, this is dumb. He's like, oh, if you think it's dumb, then I am going to give him a ticket. And he fucking started lecturing me. Like, first I told him he seems like it got really heated because I was like, when he started bringing me over to his car, I was like, you seem like a fucking loser. You know, like I have to say, sir, you seem like a fucking loser. And he's like, oh, is that right? Well, identification. I was like, I don't have any.
Oh, of course you don't have any.
Yeah, of course. It's a smart thing to not have any. So then I was like, I don't have any. He's like, well, then we're gonna have to figure out who you are. And I was like, just full disclosure, I will never pay this ticket. I've been given tickets from people like you many times in my life. I have never thought about them again. I will actually rip it up in front of you, and I will never think about it again. So if you want to go through all of this hassle of figuring out who I am and writing me this ticket that's never going to get paid, you can do it if you want. And then he went into like lecture mode where he started talking to me about like safety and all this stuff. Anyways, I wasn't on mushrooms at the time, by the way. This was yesterday, so I was sober. I maybe took a bit of a weed edible, but I was.
I mean, I can't believe how you treat these police in your town. So, okay.
Oh, the VPD is the worst. Vancouver police is.
Hello, we're here. We're streaming right now.
And then I guess the question is, are we? You know.
No.
I have an ad playing right now, so I haven't pulled up the stream to see if there's any sort of audio problems or anything like that.
There's no audio problems. I fixed them all.
So you're totally 100%. Why is the second fucking ad playing?
Oh, I set it up to play max ads. I'm kidding. I didn't. I don't.
Oh, if you did that, I'd be so mad at you. Okay, so this ad is finally going to be done now, so I'm going to be able to.
I can see it. We're on. I'm in the room.
Talk again.
I'm talking here. We're on. Where are we?
So, yeah, we definitely are. I'm a little bit louder than you, but not
in a way. I can fix that. I think I can fix that.
Oh, you can?
Maybe.
Okay.
Where am I at? How about this? Am I louder now?
Let's see.
Hello. Am I loud enough?
Yeah, I think we sound even. I think it's good.
Look at this fucking shit, man. I did it. I fucking did it. And
now please don't get ahead of yourself because we have a lot of components to go through. I feel like you're celebrating your fucking game-winning goal and the time has not expired yet, if you know what I'm saying.
Is that a footy thing?
I mean, no, it's sports, I guess. Just like, you're celebrating a little too early, perhaps. I'm happy for you, but it's just, you haven't have any sound alerts played. Have you played any of the audio yet?
Well, here's the fucking thing. I don't know how to change the title.
On.
People have been goofing on me about the title now.
Yeah.
I don't know how to change that.
Oh, you got to go in and edit your stream info.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. What's today's date now? That's a problem.
Rat Ranchula subscribing with Prime. Someone is saying that we do maybe have echo now.
We don't have echo. There's no way.
No.
Do we have echo? Because I don't hear any echo.
No, Synth Mage said it's fixed. Okay, don't please. You cannot be trolling us with that kind of stuff. Now Brian simply can't handle it. Lubega Freak subscribing tier 1 4 months.
Yeah.
What's
happening?
I
can kind of hear the sounds. I can turn the sounds alerts up a little bit. They're a little low.
Oh, there was an echo on the sound alert.
No, there's not. That's too bad. They're gonna.
It's a bit echoey and a bit quiet.
I turned it up a little bit. I turned it up a bit.
Because I could hear it, but not really that well.
Okay, I think it's up now. I can't hear any though.
Yeah,
Righteous Gemstones are on tonight.
Yeah, new episode comes out tonight. First episode. I'm sure. I don't think it's dropped yet. I think it's probably in a couple of hours. Right?
Father's Day. I get to celebrate Father's Day with the Righteous Gemstones. My daughter's in Europe. My wife was at her parents' house all day. So I was alone, Chris, all day. Straight up. Cyber Arcanist gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community, so that is very nice.
Yeah.
And wait, what? Wait, what's now? What is the fuck the timer. Yeah, I know. We got it. I think we did it. Okay, I think everything's fixed. Fentry, how'd you see John Goodman at the grocery store?
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool.
Fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
he got all thin. That's pretty good for him, I think.
I hope he's doing well. He's one of my favorite actors. I love him.
Can I say what Chris sent me a text when the first thing this morning asked me about Jim Ross?
Well, I was concerned for old JR. I seen these photos of him where he has all these black eyes,
He's just a drunk guy.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess, but it's just I don't see. I think it's kind of hard to get a black eye repeatedly and not really have other facial injuries or anything like that. It just seems to be exclusively. I just heard the sound alert.
Is it good?
I mean, it's really quiet to me.
I'm turning it up a little bit more. I'll turn it all the way to the fuck.
Okay, right. I could definitely kind of hear it there. Diller Dime 39 subscribing. Welcome. Fidel Clanko subscribing tier 1. Welcome.
There's something about the what are they called? The sound alerts are double. I can't do anything right now about the sound alerts.
So listen, it's better than them being zeroed or not or null, right? At least there's 2 of them is better than 0 of them. So beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying here. I'm really fucking trying. I'm this close. Look how close I am, though.
Yeah, no, you've done pretty well. I'm pretty impressed, to be honest.
Yeah, I spend all day sitting here. When I'm not walking, I come in here and sit. I'm even not even getting much Lego time,
That's cutting into your Lego.
Yeah, because I come up here now and sit. And what's really funny is that I'm going to have to set this whole thing back up in like 2 weeks because I got an apartment. I'm moving. Oh,
hey, Diller Dime wants to chat, subbed for the flubs, but also the Cornette chat. You want to talk a little Cornette? Imagine how over it would be and what a big pop it would be if fucking Cornette showed up at AEW like he did in the ECW with fucking Jerry the King Lawler that one time,
It's not. No.
Can you imagine? It would be such a huge pop. Give it up, Cornette heads in the chat. You know what I'm talking about.
But I don't want him. Did you ask me?
You wouldn't pop for Cornette on AEW if he came. Oh, no. You are such a mark.
I dislike the guy.
You are such a
mark.
I
am a mark.
You are such a mark. You're such a. I mean, come on. That's wild.
Let me ask you. Did you watch Collision?
No, I didn't. But
It was a very beast show. It was good.
It was so I did hear CM Punk. Was it a 6-man tag match that he was in?
Yeah, but he cut a promo at that was a big thing. It was a big promo at the beginning of the show. It was great. He's great. He's one of the greatest to ever do it of all time ever.
Yeah, you're a smart.
Shut up. I'm not a smart. He cut a good promo at the beginning of the show, and it had it had a lot of stuff that was like cool, and it feels like the company's about to heat back up again, which is very exciting for me as a partisan, an AEW partisan.
And Bryan Danielson, he still wrestles, right?
He's wrestling Kazuchika Okada next Sunday, and I'm going to be there.
So that's exciting because he is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
He's one of the greatest wrestlers, but Punk is the greatest. In my opinion, he's the best in the world. I love him.
You think, okay, well, don't even say that, Sloppy Batman, that Brian's audio is a little lower than Chris. I mean, I think that's just it. I'm sorry. I could turn myself down, I guess. But, I mean, I think we have to just sort of
getting there.
I mean, you want to know the truth of it is my voice is louder. And so I can turn myself way down, but
I'm like more handsome.
Okay, I wasn't really bragging about it. It's just a fact that my voice is loud. It's not actually louder. But it's not a good thing. It's actually bad to be louder.
That's true. Oh, okay. I have only been a podcaster for 13 years, okay? I can't turn it up any louder.
No, you're turning me up, I think. You're turning me up.
I'm turning me up. This would be you. Now talk.
Okay, I'll try talking again.
I turned it up. All right. I think it's time. Everybody's in the room. We've been waiting weeks for this. I'm sorry to finish eating that edible. That 4 edibles I just ate.
That's really unprofessional, but
I'm sorry. It just happened. Yeah, record. Jesus, fuck. Record. We're going to go live. Are we live? Nobody's here. So I have to wait until all the people come into the room. Hey, ASD, Diller Dime 39. How are you all doing? I'm just here. I'm starting early because I was waiting for Chris. But he wants to start. He has to start at 8. He never said he was starting at 7:30. He just, I'm going to play a clip here. Let me show you guys something. All right. Was that did you hear that? The hey, cup of hey, cup of hey. All right. And it sounded good. This is the best day of my life. I fixed it. I fucking fixed it. Hey, Poochie is rating with a party of 19. That's very nice of Poochie. Well, that's great. All right. So now all of the stuff is working. We got the sound clips working, and we got Chris should be able to hear them. I'm 100% positive of that. I'll tell you guys what happened. Don't post the Heat O'Brien emoji while I'm looking at the chat from now on, okay? Because that thing freaks me out a little. But my headphone, the reason it didn't work for weeks and weeks and it's so gross. For weeks and weeks and weeks was because the headphone jack on my fucking laptop was broken. Like, I was like, why isn't anything working? And then I spent a whole bunch of fucking time today also saying, why isn't anything fucking working? And then I finally was like, let me try this old computer. It takes 45 minutes to boot up, and it actually worked. So I bought this weird little switch thing from Amazon that I know is only going to last like 6 weeks, called Sound Blaster. And you plug it into the thing, and then you get yourself a nice thing. It's funny. I figured out how to fix this, and I have to take my setup apart in 13 days. In 2 weeks, I have to take my setup apart and put it back together again. Yes, Billy Mumfries. I was looking at my guy. and seeing what my guy's up to. He's mad at Pink Floyd currently. Corman's Inferno. I'm not playing Count Jacula because I'm waiting for Chris to get here to play Count Jacula. His wrestling opinions. Yes. I am doing a prog rock episode with Nate Roos from Fun and Chris. We're gonna do prog rock guys episode, and maybe we'll play some Noland talking about Pink Floyd and whether or not they're, prog rock. Oh, there's a Count. So Poochie says that Count Jacula has a roommate who's also a horror YouTube guy. So let me tell you, Poochie, somebody messaged me. My buddy Drew Spears, he's been on the show a bunch of times. He did message me when I was looking for horror guys, and he gave me a list of like 5 or 6, and I can't remember who they were, but I think Horror Guru was also on that list. I'll get you the list here. Count Jacula just had, he had the name, really, for me. That's what made me decide I needed to do it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we got Count Jacula's the first one he sent. Mr. Deadman. Grim Life Collective. Germ Ripper. Let me look here. The Haunt Informer. Boo Brothers Inc., The Maniac 666, Josh's Horror Corner, and Jester Mikey. So, how do you guys all know all the horror guys? What, were you a bunch of horror guys? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Grim Life Collective. Let me look at these guys. I'm gonna bring them up. I'll put them on the. Shut up. Let me share the screen with you here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Grim Life Collective. So these guys apparently still gonna get to see the outing. So this is the story of okay. Well, okay, I don't want to watch a 26-minute video about how these idiots met each other. I seriously will keep look at the horror guys because it's such a weird, they freak me out a little bit, like just a little weird guys. So what do we got here? We got Twilight filming locations. They did that 2 weeks ago. Let's see what they're doing. So here's the thing before we start this. Yes, this is Dirk. Called them rockabilly dorks. That's exactly what they are to me. Is like I'm looking at them and all I see is rockabilly. That's it. Here we go. I don't like this already. I'm gonna go back and see them doing something gross. All right, here we go. You got no audio for the video? Oh, hold up. I got it. I'll fix that. You got it now? Do you guys have the sound?
Let's get straight to the breaking news out of Hollywood this morning.
Yeah, Paul Walker, one of the stars of the enormously
no
popular
sound.
Fast and Furious movies, dead in a car crash.
Oh, I think I know what I did. Hold on. See, that's why I wanted to start early. Shit. Let me see here. Ah, I got it. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens.
The accident scene tells the story.
And it didn't work. This is why I started early, so you're not allowed to call this a flub. Started early so that I would flub. Let's see here. Properties. Why? See, it's weird. Oh, yeah. It's a great video to have to just leave on. Where the none of my it's not grabbing my desktop.
Attending his charity event to benefit typhoon victims in
Okay,
the
that's
Philippines.
weird.
We have team coverage this morning, starting with Cecilia Vega at the crash site in Santa
This
Clarita,
is
California.
odd.
Cecilia, good morning.
Dan, good morning.
Hold on. I think I know what I did there. Hold on. I might be able to. Let me see. How did that happen? I heard the robots.
You just take a
All right. Robot noise. What is there a robot button? Oh, wait. Hold on. I might have it. There might actually.
look at these fans who spent the night out here mourning the loss of Paul
No,
Walker.
there is
When
a
this
robot
Attending
button.
his charity event.
This is bull crap. I had it all working, guys. I swear on my life I had it all working. And now we're back in Flub City, USA.
To benefit typhoon victims in the Philippines. We have team coverage this morning, starting with Cecilia Vega at the crash site in Santa Clarita, California. Cecilia, good morning.
Dan, good morning to you. Just
All
take
right.
a look
God
at these
damn
fans
it.
who spent the night out here mourning the loss of Paul Walker. When this crash happened, the fire was so big, witnesses raced to put it out with fire
I'm working on
extinguishers,
it.
but they simply could not. And now
Having a
this,
meltdown.
crash site turned into a memorial.
So if I go there,
Overnight, it was a joyride that ended in this.
LA 156, Rotterdam. We have one vehicle fully involved. We have confirmed 2 DUA.
When rescue crews arrived, the twisted remains of the car seen here in this video, obtained exclusively by ABC News, still engulfed in flames.
this is very fucking weird.
One of them is Paul Walker.
The robot doesn't make any sense to me. Like, because it's like there is a robot voice button, but it's not pressed as far as I can tell. La la la. No, it's not. This is I can hear the video.
Walker from Fast and Furious. Right now, I'm standing in the middle of Kelly Johnson Parkway here in Santa Clarita, California. November 30th, 2013. Fast
No,
and
I might
Furious
have to
actor
fucking.
Paul Walker and his friend Roger Rodas.
I know. I still
died
have 10 minutes, so you got to
on this
leave me.
road.
You got to cut me some slack here.
The exact spot of the crash here on Kelly Johnson Parkway is where the road turns into Hercules.
Why
Street,
does it turn?
right in front of a building called Hypercell. We're going to show you that building in just a moment. But I wanted to draw your attention to this building that's behind me up here on
The
hill.
robot thing is
November 30th,
fucking weird.
2013, There's a security camera up there pointed in the direction where the crash happened. And it didn't actually catch the crash, but there were a few things that happened in that footage that helped investigators determine what happened. And we're going to use that footage to walk through the scene as best as we possibly can. At the time of filming this video, it's 2021, which means this November will mark the 8th anniversary of Paul Walker
All
and
right,
Roger
God
Rodas'
damn it.
death. But there still is a lot.
I don't know how to make this fix. Okay, so now my voice is here, right? It's a flange effect. Okay, do I have robot voice now? Oh, this is great. Okay, my voice is good. Yes, no, 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 no. Okay, I don't have robot voice. Well, Chris is fine. I did this on purpose so that he would miss this. Properties. Check. Hello. I am Robot Man. It's not. Definitely not working here.
A lot of people that come out here and pay their respects. A lot of people come out here and do burnouts on the pavement. Like you can see this entire road is filled with burnouts. on November 30th, 2013, Walker and Rodas would have been driving right up this road right here towards where I am standing. Rodas was...
All right, now you're looking at all my settings. So I'm sorry. Trying to figure out oh, wait a minute. All right. Let's see if this works. Okay. All right, this is crazy. Yes, there are a lot of man cow images on the desktop. No, this is killing me. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm really gonna lose my fucking... I had it all working. I promise. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to log out and get back in. It seems like something's fucked up. Sorry, everybody. I'm wasting your time again. Check. Oh, good. As soon as I did it. Hello. Check. 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 All right, I'm back. I think. Hey, stop looking at all my stuff. Hi, Chris.
Hey, am I on now?
Yeah, you're on.
Are we on? Are we streaming though?
I think we are. Yeah, I think I just started a streaming again.
Yeah, you have sort of a cool effect. Are you using like
Am I?
some? using some sort of audio effect?
Nope, I'm not.
In
It
fact,
is
you see this
so
house
close.
right here?
Hold on.
That's where the house once stood in the
Okay.
Drive. It's been torn down. And
Am
a
I
new one has
back?
been built.
Do I sound like a robot
It's
still?
now owned. Well, that mammoth house.
Yeah, you do.
Is now
But it's
owned
not that. It's not
by
that
Jeff
bad
Franklin,
though, to be honest.
the guy
It's
who created
bad.
Full House.
All right.
Technically, unless you live on
Do I
Silver
sound like a
Drive,
robot
they
now?
ask you not
Eh.
to drive it. It is a private drive. There is
Yeah.
no through street.
Hold
so
on
we're gonna be
one
parking
second. I got
on
it.
the
I'm
bottom
gonna
and
fix
getting a little
this right now.
exercise in up to the gates of where
Do you
the
wanna
house
know-
once stood. which
Okay.
is perfect because it's going
Now
to give
what?
us a little bit of time to get
Is everything
better
good?
acquainted
Yeah, now it's
with the
fine
story
actually.
And you can
of what
hear.
happened there.
Yeah, I
Thank
can
you.
hear it's all fine.
I fucking
Right from
fixed
the
it.
get-go, I can tell you right
Everybody,
now.
how are you doing, Chris?
Looks a
Not
lot
bad. Can
different
you
from what I
pause this
saw
though?
online.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
working
it.
on.
Private road, no through traffic.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
You want to hear something really funny? Is that I literally turned the stream on right as you were ending, and all I heard was a super robotic sigh. Like I literally turned it on and it was on for 2 seconds, and you were just like, but it was like really robotic, and then it ended.
I'm so, and also the video's still playing and I can't find it anywhere. Oh, here it is. All right. We're fixed. We're all fucking set, okay? Hi, Chris. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing really well. How you doing?
All right, we're going to do this. I was looking at something. Chris has been into wrestling lately. This won't use the F slur. I promise. Here we go. Have you heard of this movie?
When is that clip from? That Dracula clip?
When? 6 years ago.
That's wild.
Watch a little Hulk Hogan and some hot ladies. This is called Thunder in Paradise. Chris, have you ever heard of this?
This is like the whole film?
I think it is. Yeah.
I don't believe you're allowed to show this.
The bikinis?
No, just the whole movie.
I'm not going to show the whole movie.
Oh, okay.
Just parts of it. The beginning of it.
I mean, there's a certain theme to the clips you're showing tonight.
No, there's not.
Are you a little bit
Here it comes.
built
No, I'm
up
getting
yourself?
excited. I'm not horned up, Chris. Here we go. I don't have a flub tub. I don't even know what that is. Yeah. I'll show a whole movie. I don't.
There he is.
I like his. I'm a big fan of his eye patch. The eye patch. I didn't eat any poutine in Canada, but I will say this. I was saying this to Chris. I really loved Toronto. It was about one of my favorite cities I've ever been to.
Excuse me?
It was about one of my favorite cities I've ever been to. I loved it. I think I turned into a
shut the fuck up.
I've turned into a Canadian.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
sorry if you can't handle this.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I'm gonna go run into the other room and get my $5 Canadian bill, whatever it's called. I have
five. Well, it's called a $5 bill, not a $5 Canadian bill.
It's a $5 Canadian bill that I have in my wallet. A guy stopped me and asked for change today, and all I had was that, and I was like,
yeah, you give it to someone in America, though, like, I don't want that Monopoly money. I don't want that damn Monopoly money. I want all my money to look the exact same so I can't tell it apart. So I often make mistakes and give the wrong bill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Canada guy now. Toronto is just one of my favorite cities. If it didn't get cold there, I'd move there tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, but you've not been to Vancouver, right?
No. Is there a bunch of shroom stores there?
Oh, so many.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, buddy, no. We're gonna have what you want. I promise you. If you you're gonna like Vancouver. You're gonna really enjoy it.
Have I told you? I haven't talked at all about my trip to Canada anywhere. I did clog several toilets over there. So,
well, what's up with that, man? We got the same size toilets as you. We get them from the same. We get them from the same place.
Nope.
Ted from accounting says Vancouver is boring.
Yeah, probably has bad toilets too.
Well, I mean, we got to listen to fucking Ted from accounting. You know, he probably knows exactly what's fucking cool. Fucking loser. Go away, Ted, you fucking loser. Sorry.
I clogged the toilet at a Loblaws, and then I clogged the toilet at a Sobeys, and then
So this wasn't a joke. You were really genuinely clogging toilets up
all over Canada.
Ted, you sound like a fucking loser, Ted. Yeah, I understand. If you're a loser in any city and you don't know any cool people or any cool things to do, it's fucking boring wherever you are. I imagine you could go to fucking Paris or London and be bored as well. You fucking lame fucking person.
I do courtesy flushes.
Sorry, Ted. I love you.
Do I have to say this on? I do courtesy flushes. You know, I flush after every turd at home.
Is that true?
I do.
What the fuck? What the hell?
And it works perfectly.
What the heck?
So I get in this Sobey place, Sobey, and I'm in there, and I do a crap. Like, first of all, I had to. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go to wrestling. I've been eating shrooms for 3 days and eating bad food, just you know, all kinds of bad food.
Like good food, but not good for you.
But bad, yeah. I mean, all that food, and then I am about to go to wrestling, and I look at the toilet. Thank you. I look at the toilet in the room, the Airbnb that I'm at. And I'm like, I don't fucking trust this thing because the flush just didn't have any power to it.
Ebenezer the Lobster subscribing tier 1 says, "Flush those turds, Brian." Hey, welcome back, Ebenezer Lobster. Now, so I have to ask you an important question here.
Okay.
Do you just take the biggest shits ever?
Oh, but is Dan still in here? If producer Dan is in here,
it sounds like you're having issues wherever you go. It might be an operator problem, user issue.
Dan, if producer Dan is in here, I sent him and Stefan. I texted him and Stefan one because they kept saying, like, I don't believe how big they get, and then when I sent it, they were like, "That's fucking crazy!" Like they were like, "That's actually like a crazy size turd."
So what do you think? What do you think leads to you having such massive turds?
I don't know.
Like, do you eat a lot?
Not really. I mean, I eat it 3 times a day. You know what? A reasonable twice a day. Actually, I don't know. I eat a smoothie and then food, you know, for dinner. And like I go to this Sobey place and you have to ask them for the key to go to the bathroom, and they don't just give you the key.
I've never taken a shit at a grocery store in my entire life. Not even once. They were probably like, "What the fuck?"
It was right down the block of my Airbnb. Because I was like, I'm on my way to wrestling.
It must have been like, this guy is a menace. Like, what is up with his ass? Like,
well, here's the thing. I do that a lot on tour. I did that a lot on tour too. I clogged a lot of toilets. I bet people that listen to Street Fight know about the New York thing where we got kicked out of the hotel, and I'm 99% sure that it was because of a toilet situation with me.
Wait a second. I'm sorry, everyone, if you've heard all of this a million times. Sorry, you guys got kicked out of a hotel?
Okay, so we went to a hotel
because you took too big of a shit.
Well, no. Okay, we get to the hotel, and I'm like, I gotta go. It's in New York, and we've been driving. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom when we get here. I get there and it clogs, and there's nothing you can do about it because they don't give you a fucking plunger.
Yeah, because it's not an issue for most people. Like I've done it a few times in my life. You know what I mean? Like everyone, but it's not like a regular thing that comes up.
Oh, it's and so I'm like, oh, we got to call the front desk. We call the front desk. Then 2 days later, they kicked us out because they said they smelled weed, and I'm like 100%
You
sure.
think it was just your shit that they were
I
smelling?
think it was. We're like mad because, like, I'll say this: Brett was in the room when they were doing it. He said they had a big, like, like snake they were like cranking on in there.
Yeah.
It was like the guy was out of the door, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. So in Canada,
it's crazy they had to bust out a big fucking snake to deal with your big fucking snake of a shit.
So I've become a guy that will, if I'm at a hotel, I go down to the lobby and use the bathroom down there, because they tend to have the powerful toilets in the lobby instead of in the room.
It's crazy. You have to like fucking change your whole trip around due to your huge shit.
Yeah.
This guy's like whole trip is dictated by his massive dumps.
And or like, and I was in Michigan at one point, and we had to keep driving to a fucking grocery store so I could use it, because I was afraid to use the bathroom in the Airbnb. So like in Canada, I go at Loblaws the first time, and I flush, and it's
so wait, you went at multiple grocery stores?
Yeah, that's usually where I go.
This motherfucker dropped a log at Loblaws. That's absolutely insane to me. It's actually insane to me. I've never even heard of anyone doing it before, and you did it twice.
Yeah, so I use the Loblaws toilet. It's clogged. I leave. I get out. They don't have a key or anything, so it was all.
Oh, you clogged that one. This is the fucking craziest thing I ever heard.
We get out of there. Nobody fucking knew.
This is for the fucking staff. Now the staff can't even use the toilet.
That's not my fault.
Yes, it is.
It's the toilet's fault.
It's
they should have more powerful
your
toilets.
Fault. They've been using it for who knows how long, and you come in there from America with your massive American shit. They thought you were Canadian. You probably had your fucking Toronto hat on. They're like, "Oh, this guy's Canadian. He takes normal shits." little did they know.
Yeah, they're your little dainty Canadian turds in your toilets that just like it can only take like a cigarette-sized turd. So I do the Loblaws, and I get out. I'm just like, I'm out of here. I'm fucking leaving. So then before wrestling, my stomach's fucking killing me. So I'm like, tell my wife, I'll meet you at the arena. I gotta run to this grocery store.
So you're choosing to go to the grocery store, like when you have to shit,
because they usually have good toilets in America. They have good toilets.
When you have to shit, you think I gotta go to the grocery store.
No, not at home. I don't. At home, I flush after every turd, and it's usually okay. It's like 90% okay. Sometimes there's problems, but other than that. So anyway, I get to this grocery store. I'm using the bathroom. It's just, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a little nervous. And I go to flush, and it just fills up. And I'm like, oh, no, it's clogged. But
how soon after, like how much time in between the Loblaws clogging and the other one? The Sobeys one. How much time?
One day. It's like
okay. So
it's like a daily thing.
Not the same day. Not the same day.
Yeah. And I do use gas station toilets and stuff in Columbus too. When I'm out walking around town, I can't always run home when I have to crap. So I do that. Actually, what I use in Columbus is the Columbus Convention Center toilets, because they have a ton of them, and it's powerful, good flushes. So that's where I go there. So anyway, this thing clogs, and I'm like, well, there's a plunger here, I'll kind of handle this. And I take the plunger. Well, first I take the toilet brush and I start breaking the turd apart to see if I flush it again, it'll go down. It doesn't. So I'm plunging and plunging. And then I just got to a point where I was like, this isn't gonna happen. So I just wiped, and there was a guy waiting outside of the bathroom for me to get out of the bathroom.
Oh no.
So I wiped, and fucking it was wet around the toilet because it had clogged a little bit. And I fucking walked out, and I ran out. Like I stole some, like I was just gone. And then I was like, we can't go back in the store again.
Yeah, you can't go. You can't. You're like wanted.
I know. Well, I told him we're not going back in there because my wife had wanted to go back at some point.
Oh,
and I was
sorry, honey, sorry, we can't get any yogurt because I fucking destroyed the toilet at Sobeys.
Yeah. This is just 2 toilets in Canada that I destroyed. And you know what? My wife and my friend Erica that was with us was like, I really think it's considerate of you not to use the bathroom in the Airbnb, which,
Yeah, they didn't realize that it's like not even an option for you. Like you can't, there's no way your huge, gigantic shit logs would ever make it down a normal toilet. You need like an industrial.
Oh, that's
toilet.
what I was kind of looking into how much like those industrial ones with all the suction are for my new apartment. And I was just going to like buy one and just leave it there, but I didn't. I also carry a travel bidet with me. So I'm all cleaned up and nice,
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, you should think about splurging on getting yourself a toilet that can handle your shits. Like daddy's toilet. You can have it in your man cave or whatever.
Well, I'm pretty good at home. You got to admit that when you travel, your guts get pretty fucked up.
I'll be honest with you. So for me, if I often don't shit when I travel.
Well, see, and then you go home and you probably clog the dainty Canadian toilets.
I don't though. I shit responsibly. That's all. I might take a big shit, but I'll flush no toilet paper or whatever. Do you want to hear something? Okay, I will tell you guys, I don't talk about shit stuff too often, but this is kind of funny. Okay. So the other day my toilet was running, like when your toilet keeps running and you have to like jiggle the handle or whatever to stop it from running. So it was running and I was taking a shit and I looked down and I guess it was like sucking the shit out of the toilet as I was doing it. So I like took a shit and then looked down and it was totally empty. There was nothing in there. And I was like, what the fuck?
I want that.
Where the hell did my shit go?
Like a toilet that reaches into your butthole and pulls it out.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was
throws
actually
it down in the sewage system. I like that.
I understood, of course, what was happening when I thought about it for 1 second, but that moment when I looked down and saw an empty toilet and I was like, I know I shit. I know I did. Was really weird.
Yeah, Ridley Sconch sent a Quora site that says, why can't airplane-like toilets be installed in homes so that we don't waste over a gallon of water every time we flush? And I agree with that. I hate the flushing. I hate how much I flush. But I've had some pretty fucked up bathroom situations happen in my house.
I've had some pretty fucked up bathroom situations.
People know the story. People that listen to Street Fight 100% know the story about there's a hole in my basement floor that is like where the washer empties. You know the hole that they'll have in a basement floor?
I don't have basements. Okay. I've never had a basement.
In the basement, there's a hole that's a drain for the washer so that the water in the washer can run down this drain. And I used to go, if one of the bathrooms is in use, I'll just go in the basement and pee in the hole because,
it's all going to the same place. That's
exactly.
Like George Costanza said. It's all
so one time I'm down there pissing and I had to move something out of the way, and a plastic box for the fuses were in had happened to be on the floor. My landlord left it sitting on the floor when he fixed the fuse or something, and it went right down that hole. And he acts all crazy, like if something clogs or if something's fucked up, like he's gonna want to charge you for that fact that the plumber could come in and so the plumber could come in and fix it, right? So I'm like,
you got this crazy budget for plumbing. You got to like budget $500 a month because you're clogging that thing up.
Well, I pee in the thing and I have to get the fuse box out of the hole in the basement. So in the hole in which I just peed, I had to stick my hand down there and try to pull the thing out, but it didn't get out. And I was like elbow up in the piss hole. So then that didn't work. So I took a broom and I wrapped a screw at the end like it was a spear, like when people fish with like a spear, and I tried to break the plastic and pull it out, and that didn't work. So I call my brother and I'm like, hey man, do you guys have a shop vac? And he's like, yeah. So I go over to his house, I get the shop vac, and I suck it down there, and it does nothing but suck the piss out of the hole. It won't get the thing that I want out of the hole.
So just now sucking the piss out.
Yeah, and my brother, it's his thing. It's got a filter in it. And every time he turns it on now, he's like, it kind of smells like piss. I just don't tell him what I did.
Ariel, you said you pissed in the sink when I was in the bath. When and which sink did you piss in?
Goes down the same drain, brother.
Yeah, but one of them we put there's like I think she means the kitchen one. That's not great.
Yeah,
that's not great.
Yeah, it's definitely okay. Let's look at Paul Walker Crash Site and Grave.
Because I find it kind of difficult.
Yeah. I wanted to be the artsy cable
think
guy.
of you as being the artsy one, you know?
I was though the artsy cable guy. 100%. Like they were like, this guy likes some crazy stuff, but it was stuff like 9 Inch Nails and stuff like that they were impressed with.
Nin.
It got me a lot of like concert tickets, I think, was the thing is like anytime because they would get free concert tickets from the local venue in town, right? And they would they'd be like, who wants them? And if it was a band that nobody had ever heard of, we'll say like a 9 Inch Nails, they gave me 13 tickets to 9 Inch Nails one year.
13?
Yeah, because nobody fucking wanted to go. There was also the year that Korn and Rammstein were on Lollapalooza with what's his name, Snoop Dogg. Nobody fucking wanted the tickets.
You probably weren't that interested in seeing that though.
Yes.
This guy was probably freaking creaming. He was probably creaming in his cable bands.
It wasn't. It actually, I'm lying about. It wasn't Rammstein. It was Prodigy.
But you don't care. Korn is who you're excited about.
Yeah, I just went there for Korn, and I left halfway through Prodigy. I was like, "What's this crap?"
This guy went to, yeah, that's cool.
It's for nerds. All right, let's listen to some bad sound for a minute. See what Tom and Bunny are. A rooftop, but I'm saying rooftop resort lifestyle resort virtual tour by Tom and Bunny. I think that I'd be nervous that somebody would see my hog up there. So
from like a different building?
Yeah.
Maybe it's really high.
I was like that in Toronto where I was spending some time because I mean big time into Canada, and I was trying to reconnect with my roots, and my Canadian roots.
You have roots in Canada?
Oh, tons of them. You would have no idea. So anyway, I'm gonna go there and reconnect with my roots, and I'm standing in the big building. We stayed in a big building for our Airbnb.
A hotel, you mean?
Not a hotel. I would have loved it to be a hotel. It actually was. Hotels were like $600 a night.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You stayed in the bad Airbnb.
Yeah, and there was a big professional wrestling show that night, like a big good one. Oh my god! I haven't gotten to do this yet. I got to do this, Chris. The cable guy came to hook up my internet. Oh, it seems
holy fuck. This is like fucking Spider-Man.
This guy comes to my house and I'm wearing this shirt. Actually, I'm wearing right now. It's a Typo Negative shirt. Guy fucking is like, oh, do you like Typo Negative? And I was like, yeah, I like Typo Negative a lot. You should see this blanket I have upstairs. But he wasn't interested in seeing the blanket or anything.
Can you imagine? He might have thought you were like on some gay stuff potentially. you're like come upstairs, and then you show him this big hard hog, like upstairs. He might have been uncomfortable. Yeah, such a swinger line. Yeah, you want to see this poster I got up in my bedroom? Whew. This thing is this. If you like this, come check out this, man. This guy with a huge fucking hard on.
And then behind me, I have a creep shot of Danzig shopping at a Japanese supermarket. I just look like a real freak, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, your stuff's too organized for you to be a true freak, though. You know.
Well, it wasn't at that time, right? It was the first day moving in. It was before, and the guy goes like, "Oh yeah, check this out." He opens his phone up and he shows me a picture of him with Peter Steele.
But Peter Steele in that photo, you can't see Peter Steele's dick.
No. He's like doing an autograph signing.
Well, then I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So he's standing around, and I'm like, "That's so cool." He's like, "Did you ever see him live?" And unfortunately, instead of being a normal person, I had to be honest and say, "Yes, I did, but I didn't like him at that time, so it didn't matter." You know?
Oh, I see. So you couldn't just been like, yeah. Well, no, that's fair. I think that honesty is appreciated. Because what if you're like, yeah, I did, and then you're like, oh man, how fucking awesome was it? And then you have to like shoot him down, kind of,
Right?
Or just lie.
So then we're talking for a minute, and I'm like saying something about, oh yeah, I just got back from Toronto.
Why are you telling the cable guy that you just got back from Toronto? You fucking wannabe Canadian. Why are you bringing it up in every conversation? It's become such a part of your like whole identity now.
Not part of it. It's because I don't know why. He gave me an impression he'd be interested in hearing me.
So really, there was nothing that came up. He gave you the impression he'd be interested in hearing about your trip to Canada.
Well, it wasn't necessarily that. Oh, and Backlash Jack is like, he thought he was being hit on. I do live in an extremely gay neighborhood too, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that he did necessarily, but if you came upstairs and saw the poster, blanket, whatever, I think he would have maybe thought at that point that he was being hit on.
So he goes
aggressively.
You know what I like? And I'm like, I said something about going to wrestling.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I like wrestling. And I was like, oh, you like wrestling? He's like, oh, a huge fan.
Oh, I hope he's a WWE guy. Yeah, my man. He probably a corny guy.
He wasn't that, but he did say that he thinks Adam Cole needs to take steroids, which is me and him share that opinion. Like we
is that who's that?
That Adam Cole? He's a wrestler.
Oh, that's just his name, Adam Cole. Yeah. It's not like Orange Cassidy pockets or whatever, right?
Yeah, not pockets. So anyway, I'm fucking telling him like, oh yeah. I watch AEW. He's like, yeah, there's not enough time in the week for AEW, which I thought was like, you're supposed to act like you like all the same stuff I do. You're here on my.
No, he's being honest, man. He doesn't have time for All Friends Wrestling. Watch Jericho or whatever, do one of his bullshit matches. Yeah, no, I get it. I hear you. Who needs that in their life?
It seemed like he was like, I felt like the second he found out that I had traveled to a bunch of pay-per-views, that he didn't want to talk to me about wrestling anymore.
He thought, oh, this guy's like it's like when we're the differentiate, like it's like, oh, this guy's a wrestling guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get into it with him. Might get too passionate about some shit. Like, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was so funny. He just was done. He was like, so do you want to get new phone service? Have you thought about getting new phone service? Because he was not talking wrestling with me. He did not want to have anything to do with me. I think he thought I'd just go too deep. You know what I mean? Everybody, what you doing? Chris is here. He's watching the footy. Actually, cannot see the chat at all. So I'm going to have to get that up here. I will have it in 1/2 of a minute. Creator dashboard. Okay. I'm live. I know. I can fucking see that. All right. Chris.
Oh, are you live?
We live. We're live, pal.
That's cool. Let me pull up Twitch.
I just got it pulled up myself.
Hey, some news for you. I guess we'll do for the very beginning of the show.
What's up? You have news for me?
I have some news for you. First of
for
all,
me, or for just for everyone?
For my name, everybody can look at that.
Hi up and around.
That's #1 fan of Canadian footy team. We're starting a little early because I got to watch the footy game.
Who are you watching? Just out of curiosity.
Canada.
Ian, by the way, welcome back. Ian, you're watching Canada?
I'm watching Canada and the United States and the women, I think.
The Canada and the United States?
And the women game. It's called a women game. Wait, oh no. Of course, I'm watching the Manchester United footy team. That's who I'm watching.
You're watching Manchester United?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Good team.
But then I thought you were watching Manchester United's English.
Oh, but there's a few people from Canada. I get them mixed up sometimes when I'm.
There's not a few people from Canada. There's nobody involved in Manchester United that's Canadian.
You have no idea. You do not know the answer to that. Whitecaps. It's the Whitecaps. Chris?
It's the Whitecaps. The Whitecaps are playing as well as Manchester United. I'll be watching both of them. They're both playing at the exact same time.
Can't watch two things at the same time. You must not be a huge fan of the Whitecaps, the Canadian team, like I am. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to watch only that, you know.
How are you going to watch it?
On TV, Peacock. I'm going to turn it on Peacock.
Okay, it might be on Peacock.
It is.
I'm not sure. I think it's on It's on Apple TV now.
Oh, well, I'm gonna watch it on Apple TV too. Messi's been in there.
Yeah, Messi's been on there. Anyone else? Any fans? Any of the
he gets
any fans
Messi.
Of the footy fans? Shout out in the chat if you're a footy fan.
Nobody. First of all, we call it soccer here, and in Canada we call it soccer. So I used the bathroom at my apartment this week. The first time I did it.
Okay, this is huge news. Is anybody in the chat though?
There are people in the chat. I see Ariel. I see Cyber Arcanist. New Card Smell. Ian Kleiner just subscribed. Luther Jennings is in
Yeah,
there.
you gotta. I don't know. I say hi. Say hello. Say hello to us. We're just starting off. How else do we know that you're here? JS604, John Kruger Mellencamp, Double Neg.
And Mattress. So anyway, I'm like, I'm going to go to the fucking bathroom at the house. It's time.
Okay, so what made you just had one, you just got a turtle head.
No, I couldn't, actually. I didn't have that. It was, okay.
You're telling me this shit was touching your underwear.
It was not, first of all.
So let's just be clear, everyone. The reason Brian had to shit in his house is because his shit was touching the underwear.
So what happened is, I did the POD cast earlier in the week last week.
Yeah, the Poodcast.
And I was talking to John and Dan about it, and they were like, "You're not going to be able to do this forever. Go to the convention center or
of
the
course.
grocery store."
They're like, it's not sustainable.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking do it, man. And I went upstairs and I used the bathroom, and you would not believe the clog that I had to deal with. I literally had to I had to send a text to my wife and daughter and say, "Don't use the upstairs bathroom. I got to run to the hardware store real quick."
Oh, no. Oh, no. Everything he was worried about.
I know. The first time, dude.
So you were right. You were right.
Well, no, I was wrong. And here's why. I shouldn't have used the upstairs bathroom. That toilet, I felt, always seemed to have like a weak flush. You know, it just, you got to hold it down after you.
So you think there's a different one would work?
I have a different toilet in the living room where it has a #2 button, where it's like a little more powerful suction. I just think I need to just get diarrhea.
Yeah, so
all the time.
You're saying that you gotta change your diet up to give yourself a horrible diarrhea.
Yeah, because then I can use the bathroom at home. I mean, you
can't
clog a toilet with diarrhea.
That's pretty smart. Let's give it up, everybody. He's actually kind of cracked it here. If your shit's too big and they clogging up your toilet, give yourself diarrhea.
Yeah. Hey. You know, I'm a problem solver.
You can't clog a toilet with diarrhea. Brian Quimby, 2026.
Oh God, everything is just fucked up now. I'm doing a bunch of flubbing.
Why are you flubbing? Are you?
Because I keep I'm moving things around. Because to let everybody inside here, I was trying to surprise Chris with a really funny opening, and then I failed totally at it. You know.
So yeah, that was really jarring. I'm stoned. I'm stoned on weed, and I came on the call, and Brian was wearing he was wearing that.
Yeah, a big bear head. I'm sort of a I'm not a furry.
And he wasn't talking. He wasn't saying anything.
I couldn't say anything. I was.
But he was just sitting there, and I came on the call, and he was just fucking sitting there with with the hat on.
I'm number one, not a furry.
Yeah, no, you're not a furry.
No.
The furry community is not sexual enough for you.
No, that's not even. Come on.
That's the reason why you're not part of it. You're like, guys, can we be focusing more on the sex?
Yeah. Okay. I think I got this. I'm really a mess right now, everybody. You're just gonna have to see my stuff.
What's going on with you? What's up? Everything okay?
I was in kind of a hurry and to get started, you know.
Mm-hmm. How? Oh, because of me starting early.
No, it had nothing to do with you.
Okay.
It was basically that I got home. I took a long walk today, 37,000 steps.
Not bad.
Not
I did. Let me check on mine. I'm just gonna check my steps for the day.
I'll bet it's
38,000. 38,000. Not bad. So both of us have pretty good days. Let's give it up, everybody. Give it up in the chat for Brian coming in number 2, and for mine, 3,000 there. Not bad, Brooklyn Skulls. I did 38,000.
Oh my God, guys. Okay, stop.
This is what your desktop looks like.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Oh, do you think everybody else wants to see it?
It's a little cluttered, you know.
It's not that bad.
You got a lot of icons. What are those? The autosave videos? They autosave to desktop? What are we talking here?
It's
what are those
podcast.
Files? Those purple things.
Okay, so that's real. That's what the podcast I use. That's what I use when I mix down the podcast.
I see. So those are autosaving to desktop though. Why?
Yeah.
Why don't you save them to a folder? Not. I don't want to question your. I know you got a good situation going on, but have you ever thought of putting them in a folder?
Nope. There is actually, if I'll go behind here a little bit. There is,
somebody said those are new card spells. So those are all remixes of Cartman Poker Face.
Oh, I love that. So there's Cartman.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you go here, you got yourself some Mad Cow pictures, Tom Likas pictures, and then let me see.
Yeah, and they got the photos are going. That's normal. The screenshots are saving to the
guys. These are the first bunch of episodes of Guys, Sex Guys, right there in a folder. But I've been too lazy to move the other guys into the folder. You know what I mean? I've just been too lazy to do it. Well, Chris, we're here. We're streaming.
Hey out there to all you stream world, all the chat out there.
I missed you, Chris.
Where was I?
Los Angeles.
But that was because it was last week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really wanted to stream last week, but I was at a professional wrestling event.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, you're trying to bait me there. I'm not going to take the bait. I'm not going to chat wrestling with you. I don't even want to talk wrestling at the moment. You know that I've been extremely sad ever since my favorite wrestler retired from his spot, and he was NWA World Heavyweight Champion as well.
You miss Tyrus?
I miss Tyrus. I think all of the wrestling heads out there miss Tyrus. They miss him on the big stage as well. He came through NXT, right?
No, he was.
I think he did come through NXT. I swear to God, he did.
He may have, but he was the Funkasaurus.
No, I know he was the Funkasaurus, but somebody in the chat help me out here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
He came up, funk is on a roll. He would come out to that song.
Yeah,
I didn't
insufferable,
like him.
insufferable,
terrible. But I mean, he's funny on Gutfeld. Not funny, but funny.
Yeah, funny to watch.
Oh, I don't like people seeing that I watch reviews of the wrestling shows that I go to live.
Well, that's normal, I think.
Yeah, I get out and I'm like, bro, it's time. All right. Well, we have some Tom and Bunny stuff. I want people to get in the room. I've been
wait for people to come. It's let's pretend we're Tom and Bunny and we'll wait for everyone else to come.
I don't think they. Well, maybe they do. That's a good.
No, they do. They're cool that way. They're pros. Hey, look at this though. We got Klondike 5. We got Kojamak, Dirk Universe, Paisley Fontaine, ECT by Radio Shack, Double Neg, all subscribing. Brian,
I think for the people here, for the people that are listening, I think we're gonna set a stream goal where me and Chris will do a Gutfeld. When we meet like numbers, and then you guys will get to pick from the choices of videos that we pick, because that Jack White one, it is just great. It was really that guy.
Robin Banks subscribing tier 1. 4 months says I'm a sex guy. Well, you're in for it on this stream. This is we got some sex guy stuff, Brian tells me.
I mean, this looks beautiful. I mean, we're just right now looking at the screen, right? And it's pretty nice stuff. Pretty nice.
Oh, I see. Okay. They got is that
well, it's Michael and Sherry from Lifestyle Magazine, which we got
those two people. Those two people are from a magazine.
Yeah, ASN Lifestyle Magazine. We'll send it to Mike and Jesse as part of our radio war.
Well, we need to get we need to get more aggressive with. I heard like Mike did an impression of you.
Yeah. They made fun of my Legos again, which I find to be off limits. It's really nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to defend. I'll be honest. That's why I think it should be off limits, because it's like, what do I say to that as your partner in this radio war when you're doing something that is so obviously
cool?
You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it makes it hard for me. Definitely.
I'm building a motorized lighthouse right now. And also, the first thing that happens when me and Chris get back is somebody says September fish. Thank you, Dan, for subscribing at tier 1.
Says if you need a man on the inside, let me know. Dan, it would be really helpful if you could listen. That's huge for us, because that's literally the guy who does the editing on their podcast.
Yes. Yeah. I thought Dan's always trying to get us to go to hedonism.
Yeah, but that's I think that's personal. That doesn't have to do with any radio award. I think he has interest in going, but it would be more fun. I think he recognizes if he went with a friend, and it would be.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing a motorized lighthouse right now for people. Wait, where's it at?
You keep saying that. Is that a reference to? Should I understand what you mean?
It's a lighthouse. You know what a lighthouse?
Oh,
is?
in Legos. You're making that in Legos.
Okay, saying you're making that in Legos makes me seem like I'm 5 years old. This is 18.
That's not well, come on. No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. I'll show you the guy.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's a little silly thing they put on for people. That's not serious.
I have only 18 and up sets. I think I have one 16 and up. But
like what makes it 18 plus? Like, does it have like this, you know what I mean? Like, what makes it?
It's motorized. Well, it's not the motor.
So what? There's motorized.
Harder. It has gears and moving parts, and it's a little like a 15-year-old could never.
They're erotic. Yeah, that's what people in the chat are saying. Yes, 18 plus is fucking erotic, dude. It's literally like on outside of erotic magazine shops. It says 18 plus on it.
It is.
a lighthouse. I don't know how that's erotic, but then I got one coming.
Well, if you don't know how a
in.
lighthouse is erotic, then you gotta open your mind up a bit.
Just the music, just the movie for you. I have seen that movie.
Yeah, I have seen that movie. It's a great movie.
I wanted to ask you this before we started recording, and I'm going to talk to you like 50 times this week, but have you seen Bottoms yet?
Yeah, I have. I saw it actually before everyone because I saw it in Los Angeles before it really came out, nationwide.
Oh, though that's so fucking cool.
So I saw it. You ever heard of the Grove, Brian?
Yeah, that's where.
That's where what?
There.
This fucking guy does not know the Grove from his own asshole. And so yeah, that's where I saw it, was at the Grove, which is a famous place. If you're an LA guy, you know it. If you're not, then you're like, that's where you see movies,
No.
But
Bottoms was very good.
It was very
funny.
Movies
there, and there's a candy store there at the Grove.
There's a lot of stores at the Grove.
It's Sugar. I'll bet. I know there's an It's Sugar there at the Grove.
Yeah, that's true. New card smell. That's what Brian would do. Brian went to LA, spent 2 weeks eating Pink's hot dogs.
My wife is a vegetarian.
They got a veggie dog. They got a veggie dog.
She won't do it though. She won't eat a veggie dog. Well, she would.
So you made her go with you to you ate hot dogs every day, and she doesn't even. There's nothing. Thank you, the El Presidente. We just got a rocking chair today for the baby when we're gonna be rocking with the baby. Got a nice one.
Like rocking with Michael Nolan.
I mean,
you sit down and play Michael Nolan for the baby.
I mean, yeah, we'll throw on some rock music. We'll throw on some Dolly Parton or Dolly Parton's rock album, and just rock with the baby.
Yeah, and Backlash Jack has a question. When does Randy Mon James do?
Well, that's not what we're not naming. There's a few names. Yeah, I can't. I definitely. Tom is off the. Randy is off. Michael. Those are all off the table now.
As soon as I do have to say this. As soon as Chris told me he was having a boy, I replied within seconds and said, Brian's a really good name.
Brian's a good name. That's actually what he said to me. I think he wasn't joking completely. I think he really did. I think he really kind of wanted. Yeah, I can't name my kid Grease Man. No, but I can't name Greg. Greg is off the table, obviously.
Well, yeah, if you do one G.
What about what's Eric is off the table, obviously. That would be laughable.
I don't know. Well, somebody sent me this a couple weeks. David the Shark James.
Bubba. By the way, my last name's not James. But anyway,
spelled Pyrus James.
That's my middle name.
That's like some Hollywood thing that people do. They're like, oh, I wasn't allowed to have this name, so
yeah, exactly.
Not like he's been to Hollywood. He pretends that he's from Hollywood. So
literally stayed in the middle of Hollywood. Like
we have been wondering for a long time what Tom and Bunny are into, right?
Sexually.
Yeah, we know that they're really into sex.
We know they're into sex. I was gonna say, just if we're talking generally, I would say the thing they're into is sex. But we know kind of Tom is into maybe voyeurism.
Yeah,
it seems like he might be a bit of a peeper, or he might enjoy watching. That's just from context clues.
He said, "I like perving in," right? And he always talks about how he likes to stand like high up by the dance floor so that they can look down and see. He calls them their victims. We prefer not to say that.
We don't use some of the language that they use. We find it uncomfortable to use, so we just say normal stuff.
We're not saying victim or molest in this show, that's a Tom.
Yeah, Tom's also says molest.
He does.
Yeah, that's really, really off-putting. And if I were Tom, and by the way, not Tom from Tom and Bunny, but rather Tom from Tom's Trips, because they are two different people. If I were Tom, I would have to have a conversation with Tom. And if I were Tom, I would say to Tom, I would be like, listen, the reason that I'm saying that is kind of in a playful way. But then if I were Tom, I would have to say, listen, it doesn't come off that way.
Yeah. Tom should talk to him. Maybe he could have one of the other sex couples
like talk to Tom and Bunny about like there's some words we're not using because
I mean
these words.
Look at these. So okay. So
these
are
like
you
really hot swingers?
And
this guy with his basketball shorts on, and I think those are.
This guy kind of looks like Bubba a little bit. Like he's kind of got like,
How surprised would you be if you found out that Bubba knows Tom and Bunny?
Not surprised at all. I would say probably he does. Wouldn't you say there's like where are they based out of?
Well, they're in Nashville now. I don't know where they were before. They just moved to Nashville. I know some guys in Nashville.
But even if they're and wow, hang on a second. Yeah, that's interesting that Tom and Bunny live in Nashville, and so do two other people
that we know. Yeah. I'll watch. They probably run into them and treat them like celebrities.
But I would say that like Tom and Bunny have gone to Florida on some of their sex touring, and so they would have been like Bubba's going to sex clubs, right? Or has?
No, I think Bubba was more like his producer Brent was Brent, not Brent. I said it with an I realized that, and as soon as you said it, I knew you were going to be like Brent.
Yeah, Brent.
His partner Brent goes to sex clubs. I think Bubba he goes out and finds somebody to fuck his wife, like Bubba for me was always like he wanted somebody more powerful than him. He wanted to hand his wife to somebody more powerful than he is. You know what I mean?
But is that necessarily true? Because I remember there was like I remember how Artie Lang talking about it, but maybe he sees him as more powerful, just not physically.
Well, but Hulk Hogan, Howard Stern, those are two people. And Artie Lang at the time that he was on Stern, I would say was probably more powerful than Bubba.
Yeah, I was thinking, I thought you meant like physically now, because I was thinking, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Bubba's just like, yo, I want you to have sex with Hulk Hogan.
Crazy. In the year that he did it too. When you start thinking about the year that it happened.
What year was it?
I think it would have been when Hulk Hogan was in TNA.
So you're saying it wasn't at the height of Hulkamania? You're saying that it wasn't 1991.
I would say it was at the nadir of Hulkamania.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see here. Let's find out. I haven't screened this yet, so
if you just joined us, we haven't played anything yet, so you haven't missed anything. No. Brian's gone bro mode. What's up, everyone? Say hey, bro. Can we get a hey, bro going in the chat? If you're here, say hey, bro.
It's bro time. Backwards hat. I'm gonna fucking do some shit. Chris, I sent you one picture, and all I wanted to do was send you all the pictures I've been looking at all weekend. And also,
oh, by the way, we should say Bonsai Prince Buddy subscribing tier 1 6 months. Can't believe it's been going 6 months. Sloppy Batman subscribing tier 1 5 months. Coolin subscribing tier 1 6 months. Antoine Greaseman, one of my favorite names, of course, reference to a footballer. Subscribing tier 1 3 months.
It's bro time on the bro thing. I can't change it storming again because I don't know how. So it's just gonna be bro time. It's secretly bro time for people that are in the room, I think.
Okay.
Is what we'll say. Bro time, backwards hat.
Bro time.
I'm like Sylvester Stallone in Over the Top. Have you seen that movie, Chris?
No, I don't think so. What is he?
He's a you
always tell me these like real shit movies, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, I haven't seen them, and you're like, oh, what? And then I look it up, and it's like a real pile of shit.
Get out of here.
But is it good? People in the chat are saying that it's good.
It whips ass, I think, actually. I'll play the trailer. We'll play the trailer real quick, I think. And you'll get the idea of it. I'm really bad.
Hugely fat man. I mean, I know everything that's happening with JJ. I don't really talk about it because it's all
It's all really sad. Yeah, there's a lot of other sad stuff as well happening with his life. Like really genuinely, truly heartbreakingly sad.
Divorce.
So, divorce. Oh yeah.
Oh, he would love. Okay. All right. This
Wife
is over
left.
the top.
Wife left, and wife won't restraining order.
Oh, JJ.
I don't know. Hey, listen. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
I did. We just did.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
I want to know what JJ. He's the shirt guy, isn't he?
He's the shirt guy, yeah. And I'll be honest with you. This is just between us, okay? I was seeing his Facebook one day, and it was like the most heartbreaking post. He's like going through rehab in his. This is not funny. He's going through like physical rehab, and his like wife and daughter have left him in the midst of him having like serious health problems. Meaning, who knows? Like when people are leaving, I don't want to get into any of that, but. He mentioned he did some post about being like finally, yeah, we're talking about JJ. He did some post where he's like, finally, after months, I was able to, put on a pair of pants myself.
Oh, JJ.
And I, for one split second, I thought about commenting, what about a shirt? But I didn't. But I didn't. And that's why that's why I'm a nice guy. I want everyone to know that.
Instant Dumbass subscribed at tier 1, 6 months. Okay, this is Over the Top, Chris. We're showing Chris the trailer for Over the Top.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Because he's never seen it. It's a Canon film, which means good.
Oh, Canon, like Canon cameras?
The road has always owned Lincoln Hawks.
Oh, I am familiar with this movie where he's like he's an arm wrestler.
Yes, he's a truck driver and an arm wrestler.
Yeah, but I am familiar with this
arm wrestling.
Of course. But I'm familiar with this. I've not seen it though. Is it actually good, or what are we talking? Like, is it one of these movies where it's like so stupid that it's good, or what are we talking here?
I fucking went nuts when I saw it when I was a kid. I would have been 8.
You would have been
when
8.
I saw it, but I went fucking absolutely wild watching.
Okay, it has 32% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's a good score for this.
49% audience score. What do you mean that's a good score for this? For a film? No, it's not.
For this movie,
I put it up against other films.
What films? You know what a film? I watched 2 films this weekend.
Okay, let's hear about them.
Oh, you're gonna be so surprised. This is gonna blow fucking Chris's mind right now. I promise. I'm gonna blow his fucking mind. First, I watched Theater Camp.
Oh, I love Theater Camp. Actually,
okay.
I really liked Theater Camp. I really enjoyed it. I found it emotionally moving and laugh out loud funny at a couple of points. I really enjoyed the characters. I was impressed. I was like, I was surprised how much I liked it.
And then I watched Shortcomings last night.
Oh, I have not seen Shortcomings, but this is a real indie kind of film, right? This is a real
fancy boy movie. So I watched them with my family. I said, "Hey, I got a fancy boy movie."
Oh, okay. But is this one? Is it an LGBTQ movie?
Nope. Well,
okay, good. Because you got to be careful. You can't want to call those fancy boy movies.
No. I mean, like fancy boys watch it. Yeah. It's for fancy boys to watch. Let's see this here. Let's
You just stay with him.
Michael Cutler is my boy. You deserted him.
Oh, okay.
Ago, and that's a fact that you can't change.
Got this fucking guy.
Damn you. Last time, they drove him from his son.
Do you really think you can make up 10 years in 2 to 3 days?
Yeah.
A boy too hurt to know the truth.
Grandfather always said you were a loser. Now you're trying to make me one, and I hate you for it.
Damn.
I hate you. Better start someplace.
Oh.
Take the money. Start a new life. Start your own family. Shut up. This time, there'll be no turning back.
He's getting kidnapped. I forgot about that.
The court is going to give him to his father unless Hawks can't support him.
Lincoln Hawks has a long road to travel.
Welcome to the Arm Wrestling World Championship competition.
What are the odds on Lincoln Hawks? 20-1, pal. Real long shot.
He's a man.
Oh,
wait,
that's
whoa, hang on. That's pretty good to win it all, or just on that one match?
Yeah, to win the whole thing.
Wait. Can you? Because that's pretty good. That's not that bad odds. Like, so I thought he was like a real underdog would be like 500-1 or something.
He is an underdog though. Big.
No,
time.
I understand.
He probably knows who he is.
Expecting the odds to be higher on some unknown truck driver, but can we look up who is this actor right here?
This guy?
Because I think I recognize him. Is he? He might be a professional wrestler.
He looks like Taz.
He looks like Johnny K9, the professional wrestler, but it's not. It's Rick Zumwalt.
Terry Funk is in it, according to Grid Shock, which God rest in peace.
You never had anything, so you have nothing to lose.
This is over. I'm coming to get you.
Okay, wait, I don't need to watch more of this.
No, I love it.
Oh, it's almost over.
Halfway. If you want,
See, he puts his hat on backwards.
Yeah.
That was what I wanted to show you. He puts his hat on backwards if he's being a badass, and forward if he's not.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole reason. Really? Go right here. Start streaming. And then we'll go right here. And now we're streaming and recording. Oh, wait. No, we didn't. I hit record. All right. Here we go. All right. We are now streaming and recording. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well.
You have a good weekend?
Did I have a good weekend? Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, that's great.
I guess I did. Yeah, I mean,
doesn't sound like you had a great weekend, dude.
I don't even know. You know what I mean?
Weekend, and you're
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I still have my name from the Ska Guys episode. I thought I would leave it up here because,
what is it?
Rude Boy, PhD. I'm a rude boy these days.
A.W. Gibson, ECT by Radio Shack.
Yeah, we got him in here. People are coming. Call him Rude Boy. I'm Rude Boy. You guys can all call me Rude Boy from now on. I'm a rude boy.
People are coming. What is this, one of your couples parties? Hey, V6WJ79AWR372ZTQ. Welcome, subscribing tier 1.
I want to promise everybody that I actually did go to change it storming again, and I couldn't figure it out, so I said, fuck it. And just left it there. It's going to be storming for the,
DevOps regional champion subscribing to tier 1.
I did.
Subscribing for 6 months. I just want to say
thank you for subscribing.
I did buy plane tickets and an Airbnb in Alaska. I am going to Alaska in November.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
kind of cool, but I'm like,
what are you doing again? I forgot the reason for it.
My wife has always wanted to see the Aurora Borealis.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so I went on the internet and I fucking Googled the best chance I could ever possibly have to see it. That is in Fairbanks, Alaska. So we're going to Fairbanks at a time of the year when there's only like 6 hours of daylight. So I figure that even increases.
I heard that there's a better chance of seeing it in Good Banks.
Shut up.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How y'all doing?
There's not a sex trip in it. I love these people trying to bend like a trip to Alaska, the least sexy place in the country.
Yeah, no, it's not a sex trip at all, but it's kind of sweet and romantic.
I know, I'm a good guy. One for her, one for me.
What was the one for you?
I went to LA for 9 days. Chris, today I was.
Wait, hang on. Sorry, I got to interrupt you. Flubho subscribing tier 1. Great name.
No, I don't like it. I went to REI today to get a pair of shoes, and I'm wearing the hat I'm wearing now. And the guy's like, "So, what do you think about their chances for the World Series?"
Ooh, what did you say?
I said I always like to buy a sports team's hat from a city that I've been to, like on vacation or whatever.
Insufferable response. The guy, you kind of sound like a LA guy to this random person. Dark Red Dickhead subscribing tier 1.
That was not at all
the goal was for him to understand that I don't watch baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you still needed him to understand that you've been to LA.
No, it was, why would a guy that lives here buy an LA hat?
Well, there's lots of
Unless
people
he was a fan of LA Dodgers, right?
I don't think that's true though. People do it all the time. LA is like the LA, New York Yankees. You know, you'll see those hats across the country.
Oh, I got one of those. I got a Yankees hat in my bedroom too.
Of course.
It's a red one, like Fred Durst. But
it's a great question in the chat from Cod Freak. I love Cod. Of course, they have a good question. They have, but do you still have your shoes on?
I'm in my Birkenstocks. Well, I said this, when I take a shower, I put my Birkenstocks on, but I don't take my Birkenstocks off at all. I just, until I'm in bed. I did lay in bed 2 days this weekend in shoes, though. For people that were wondering about my shoe thing, I woke up. Well, I had heartburn the other night, and so I had to sleep sitting up. You know how that happens?
Sorry,
sitting up, it feels better. You get heartburn. I shouldn't have.
I've never. I don't sleep. I don't sleep sitting. I lay down every time I sleep, and that's the truth. I don't know. I'm not saying it's that weird because I know people do it. Dirk Universal gifting a tier 1 sub to Michael T. Cole.
So, Michael Cole from the World Wrestling Entertainment Company. I don't like that company. And by the way, next week we will not be here Sunday because there's a wrestling pay-per-view on, and I will be watching it.
SummerSlam?
No, but the SummerSlam's over. It's Wrestle Dream. It's an all elite wrestling pay-per-view.
Who's headlining it now? Do they even have any headliner like acts anymore?
So the main event, I believe, is Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. First time ever.
I don't know Zack Sabre Jr., but you know that I do. That guy's Danielson's one of the few AEW guys that I respect.
Yeah, Cyber Arcanist, can I say this? I don't think anything bad's gonna happen if I take my shoes off. I think my feet will feel weird. It's like a whole weird feeling not to have my shoes.
Oh, that's a great. Hey, / Jack subscribing in the chat says Wrestle Dreaming it can compete with the big dogs. That's right.
Damn it.
Second rate. I mean, honestly, it's bigger than is it bigger than TNA?
Yes, by a lot.
Is it bigger than NWA?
By a lot.
Okay.
It's number 2 by a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
I don't like,
it's bigger than those. Because I've heard that it's, I don't know, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, those are all just kind of
double Neg's right. I am protecting my $40 feet. He called them hooves, but that's, I'm not going to say that. I don't have hooves. Before I start playing videos, we have at least 3 things to play. I want to congratulate Matt and Amber for having their kid, and I want Matt to get better. And I feel real bad for the guy, and just get well, everybody. That's the most serious I ever get.
Yeah. It's obviously a very difficult and sad situation, and we just hope for the best outcome, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I had been talking to Chris Wade back and forth since last week, so they seem a lot more optimistic than they were when I first talked to him about it. So I think I feel like everything's going to be okay. He's a badass dude. And, me and him will go on another adventure sometime. And I told this story on Twitter about, we went to this American for Prosperity thing that John Taffer was speaking at, but also Jeb Bush was speaking at it. Bobby Jindal was speaking at it.
So there's a lot of big names.
Yeah. So we go first. The first thing we went to was Jeb was giving a speech at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we went over there and we watched it. And it was so weird because there were these people sitting in front of us, like these older people are like, that's Jeb. Oh, that's my God.
That's from the Bush family. That's
Jeb from the Bush family.
And this is before they hated Jeb. This was like pre-Trump getting into Republican politics. So, and then Bobby Jindal did a speech, and we had smoked this big fucking huge blunt.
As the headliner, Jindal?
No, John Taffer was the headliner for the night we went. Like, and he did a 15-minute speech, which you can find online, where he's just fucking screaming for 10
But you
minutes.
got to do longer than that if you're headliner. Ask Kevin Hart. I just want to slander the name of Kevin Hart, please, because he was doing a show in Vancouver. I wasn't there, but I read about it in the paper. This fucking guy was a headliner. People paid $600 for VIP tickets. This guy did 20 minutes in the headline spot.
No way. Did he have openers though?
Yeah, but still, they did longer than him. He did 20 minutes. It became a news story in the news. People waited for longer in the rain than the whole show was.
That's so funny.
Kevin Hart ripping people off. You heard it here.
We like him on this show though. He's another cool dude.
I hate him.
Oh, I'd love to have him on the stream or on the show or something like that. So, but we watched Taffer. We snuck up front to watch Taffer, but then earlier in the day, it was like Bobby Jindal time, and we smoked this fucking blunt. I don't know how to roll a blunt, so when I want a blunt, I buy a Black and Mild, and I empty it out and just stuff it with a pencil with like weed. So it's like a quarter in a blunt that I would make because I can't roll. You know what I mean? A quarter ounce. And we smoked the whole fucking thing, and we got in there, and we were goofing for a little bit. And then there was
you're chiefed up.
Yeah, we were having a goof time, but there was a guy next to me in a suit, and he had the ear thing in. Now, this could have been headphones. This could have literally been anything else.
But you thought he was a Fed.
Oh, I convinced myself
it could have been a Fed
service, and we were going to go to prison for goofing.
But it could have been.
He was probably Secret Service, I would guess, because like one of the Koch brothers spoke at this thing.
Yeah, was it were any the Pepsi brothers?
I wish. I like Pepsi more than Coke. I'm a Pepsi guy.
Speaking of which, check out Pixar sodas in theaters. Apparently, I've been reading a lot about it. I haven't seen it yet.
Your family be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're streaming. It's me. It's you know what this is, and the people aren't in the room yet, so they don't.
But as I always, because I start my streams immediately as well, and so this is for the VOD people. There's a lot of people who come and watch it after, and they're all seeing this.
My office does not have a vent in it, and it is 40-something degrees outside. That and to us,
hot. So it's hot as hell.
Yeah, that's smoking hot.
That's smoking. So it's very hot where you are.
Yeah, are you sweating?
Yeah. No.
See, I love how Brian realized mid-sentence that he was not acting Canadian enough, so he just tried to change the sentence in the middle, but it didn't make sense anymore.
I was in a real fucking issue there. Well, this is Canadian week.
Yeah.
3 people from all different parts of Canada on the same show. We got John from Calgary, where the oil is.
Mm-hmm. Hello, I just took a sip of seltzer when you said that. Sorry, it was actually a hot cup of oil.
Oh yeah, that's all he drinks. And when they're drinking, you can count on it being oil, and it might have carbonation in it, but it's carbonated oil.
Yep. Carbonated oil right here, baby.
Canada Dry. I think I had one of those at your house, actually, like your Vancouver house.
Yeah, you might have. This is an orange mandarin club soda.
Orange mandarin.
Don't drink.
Sorry.
Just 3 guys that don't drink.
Oh, that's also true. Actually, none of us drink alcohol, and hey, 3 guys who will use marijuana, because that didn't used to be the case. But John, he doesn't anymore, but he has, and therefore it's a possibility that he could.
Oh, I'll still indulge in some marijuana on occasion.
Oh, you'll hit the green. You'll hit that.
I hit the green. Yeah, I usually drink it if I'm gonna have it.
I'll drink it, so. I heard something else. I heard that you actually, now that you're in Alberta, you prefer to smoke the THC oil. Hey, give it up, everybody! Come on.
Look at it. Yeah. If you guys are ever mad about oil, it's John's fault generally.
Yes,
he is part of the oil industry. He moved out there.
Yeah, you got a job, right? In the oil industry?
I got a job. I'm actually working for 2 oil companies right now. It's very busy, but it's nice. I think it's important to, be doing whatever you can to protect Earth's most important resource. So
that's oil. And John, I have a question for you. This is an honest question. This is the design guy in me. Did you make a decision to have that cupboard, that thing open behind you?
Yes, I did, because it's got the.
There it is. But that's hidden. I will say.
I know,
so
it
you
is
probably,
a little hidden.
You want to adjust it or go up on the next shelf with that. Let me know in the chat if you agree that John's going to want to go top shelf with that blocked party.
What we found out, Chris, is so it is the block party sign from my old apartment, which you were in many times. And you saw the sign many times in Vancouver.
Brian just like trying to get in on the conversation.
Yes, and it fits perfectly in that shelf. There's no fasteners. There's nothing holding it up. When we moved here, it just slid into that shelf perfectly.
And everybody, and Brian loves when something slides in there perfectly. Am I
correct?
Right,
that's kind of what I thought was sort of on brand for this.
We got John here for that. Now there is a guy that loves to go to swingers clubs in Canada. He's big into it. John, you think John Cullen's like Mr. Clean Cut, but he curses more than me, and he also is like a certified sex guy. Like, he knows modern porn stars, not just the old ones that I know. And he's probably been to more titty bars than me.
No, I doubt that.
I've been to the strip club twice in my life.
Yeah, so you're not even close. Brian is like, what's that? He went twice one single day. He probably went to two different ones.
Well, that would be, yes, that did happen.
Yeah, see, I told you.
I've been to 2 ever, and one was for my brother-in-law's bachelor party, and he really did not want to go. Like, he kind of made it very clear to his friends he did not want to go to a strip club. And then they kind of said, well, hey, guess what, buddy? Too fucking bad.
That's not really good.
No, it's quite bad, actually. And I
shouldn't do that. Yeah, somebody shouldn't make you go to a strip club. And I wouldn't let somebody make me personally.
Yeah, I know. He was way too nice. All of his friends were really like enjoying it much more than he was. So I actually kind of went, and I had to show up late. I think I had a show that night. And he was having a very bad time, and I actually took him out of the strip club, and we went and got pizza because he was.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Now, who was that?
My brother-in-law.
Oh, your brother-in-law. Okay.
My brother got married to his wife, and they did.
Well, I hope it was to his wife.
Well, when he got married, they did their bachelor party together. They wanted to, be the same night.
Oh, do like a stag and doe type thing.
Yeah, and. Somehow they ended up at the strip club. I didn't go that time. I actually stayed home. I almost got into a fight with my future brother-in-law. Actually, that night I was wearing. This is a point in my life where I was wearing a derby hat a lot, and
Brian's no doubt phase.
we went to a steakhouse and smoked cigars, which made me fucking so sick.
You inhaled too much? Did you inhale?
Yeah, I don't do anything right ever.
Yeah.
I smoked cigarettes for so long. It's like, you can't give me something to suck on and smoke without me inhaling it. That goes against all of my.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you something to suck on.
Yeah, there we go. And inhale.
I'm just kidding, though, everyone. I'm kidding around. I'm joking.
They clipped me doing the fucking sex thing last week, and it only showed up once.
Guess what, Brian? They're going to clip you doing that as well, I imagine.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Brian, can you turn yourself up? Is that possible? Are you able
I probably can. Here, is that any better?
Yeah, make Brian louder. Make Brian loud again, everybody.
Is this okay? Am I getting
Brian loud again? Because I have listened to clips of the stream, and it's true. And I can turn myself down, but then it just runs the risk of getting super quiet.
Flat joke, Gino Disconti. Subscribe. Red Bar fan in the chat. We got a
flat broke Gino Disconti. I'm flat broke.
So we brought John on because, of course, we're going to look at Tom and Bunny, and that's not even a question.
Wow.
Now, do you know Tom and Bunny, John? Have you been on it?
No, I haven't. I mean, I've seen, obviously, Brian does share some photos of them, and Brian talks a lot on the POD cast about me being a sex guy as well. So I think that he's really kind of focused on sort of drawing the attention away from him being a sex guy and on to me being a sex guy. No,
I would say I know John pretty well. He does not seem sexual to me. That's just, I've spent time, not in a bad way. He just doesn't seem like a super sexual guy,
Well, I'll agree with that.
Well, weed cured my grandma 69 says do more weed. I just wanted to.
But he does know like porn star names, which I think is like the most. That's a high level sex.
Yeah,
guy.
that is. I don't know any porn star names. Like true. Like I know like the really famous ones or whatever, and I might recognize one like everybody knows Lana Rhodes, of course.
I don't actually know who that is.
It's actually that's surprising.
That's a big one for you, Chris. You feel like I guess I don't know. I feel like I do know porn stars' names, but I feel like
that
I don't
was
know.
specifically for Flat Broke Gino Desconte. That was specifically for Flat Broke Gino Desconte.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're sort of in the like Paul brothers universe, then you would understand who Lana Rhodes is.
Yeah, that's Logan Paul's co-host's old partner.
Well, and so I know Jenna Jameson.
Yeah, Jenna Jameson. I
know her. I've heard of her.
Mia Khalifa, because she became famous in the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know any of the other ones really.
Yeah, these two guys love sex and porn stars, and they watch it all the time. And I'm just here to.
Brian, do you not watch porn, or do you just not pay attention to what the porn stars are named when you watch it?
Okay, here's the deal. I'm not vehemently opposed to porno, and I have watched porno, but I don't see. No matter what I say, it's not gonna fucking like people are gonna be mature about it.
I will be. Ariel, Mia Khalifa is not my favorite actress. That's not my favorite actress. My favorite actress is Saoirse Ronan. Everybody knows her.
Thank you, Bad Dobbs. Brian doesn't know the names of the actors in movies.
Chris jacks off to Lady Bird. He doesn't jack off to porno. Okay, he's a high class guy.
I am I call myself face blind or name blind, and my daughter says it's because I'm too lazy to learn people's names. But like, I don't remember people's names that I meet. Like multiple times, I could meet somebody in a place and they'd be like, "Hey, my name's like Jeff," and then like I have my wife with me, and I'll be like, "Who's that? What's that guy's name?" And she'll be like, "That's Jeff," and I'll be like, "Oh, Jeff, how's it going, Jeff?" Like I can't remember anybody's name. I don't know anybody's name in any movies. Mm-hmm. Like I've watched whole TV shows.
I know you've watched whole. I know you. We all know Brian's watched whole.
But I've watched whole TV shows and not known the name of a character. So like porn star names is, really all you're looking for is like kind of some of this. You're looking for like this.
Yeah.
Maybe that
thing. You're watching a lot of
like these. And then like
what kind of porno do you watch?
What kind?
Yeah, like if you're sorry.
Why would I tell you that?
I don't know. I'm your friend.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
I mean, I just watch like guys and girls sucking.
Is it so weird that you don't want to say it? That's the meanest thing you can do. Hey, tell me what kind of porno you watch. And then they don't
I don't recognize any of their faces because they're all in masks.
Okay. So
other stuff.
First of all, there's not Lego porn.
There definitely
there
is.
There surely is. JS604 subscribing with Prime. Toss out some URLs, says JS604.
I mean,
so
the porno sites is the ones that I would generally go to, and then I would go to those sites, and then like I just kind of scroll through until I see sucking and fucking, and I'm like, well, there you go. That's
so you don't do any searching at all. You do no keyword or category searching.
Nope. I'm just there to see sucking and fucking, and I'm done.
But you don't search for sucking and fucking. You're confident you'll find it. Like you're like it's gonna be there.
That's all that's on.
Fair enough. You don't have to search for that. It's in a lot of the videos.
Yeah, it's sort of implied that when you go to a porno site, that is what will be there.
Yeah.
Although I do like the idea of you going to Pornhub.com and typing into the search bar "sucking and fucking."
Yeah, sucking and fucking.
Yes, I'd like to watch your best sucking.
Yeah, do you have a sucking and fucking video here, please? I would prefer both. I don't like one. I like both.
Well, a lot of the time I've noticed in them is they'll do the sucking first, and then they'll get to the fucking after.
Yeah, you want both.
So they'll usually do both, unless the guy, I guess can't.
So Well, oh, Chris, you know what we could do real quick before we get on to what we're gonna watch? We told people on Shocktober on Friday that we couldn't tell them who was guest on this week, and we can tell the stream people now.
Oh yeah,
fully 100% committed to doing it. John Gabris is going to do the Opie.
Yeah, John Gabris is coming on for Opie and Lionel. We're doing the Opie and Lionel episode.
We're not doing Lionel, but people are very surprised you don't know who Lionel is.
Yeah, some people say that I should know him. He's like an InfoWars guy. But yeah,
InfoWars like that. You want to watch an InfoWars thing? A Howard Stern InfoWars thing?
Oh no.
You sure?
No, I would rather watch a real InfoWars thing
than a Howard Stern one.
Yep.
Well, we got two comedians on here. That's kind of the thing, is like we got two comedians on here, and we could watch like some real comedy by one of the greats of comedy, Howard Stern. Or
yeah, well, if you, I mean, I don't think there isn't other, like we've watched all. There isn't any that you can watch.
We're live. I don't know why I decided to go that way. Live.
What do you mean?
I kind of.
Oh, you did that on purpose.
That was a new thing, I think.
That's your new. That's your new intro.
It's my new. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Hey, how's everyone doing? Shout out to everyone who's in the chat.
Oh, what the fuck? No video. Wait a minute.
What?
Oops, I fucked up. I flubbed the video here.
What do you mean? Like, what's on screen?
Nothing. It's black.
You fucking goof.
I was looking at it too.
That was good. Oh, indeed.
That's a big new one. Everybody loved ho now because of.
Yeah, that's having a resurgence, that sound drop, because of the famous flub. Hey, Coolin, welcome back.
I'm going to show you guys how that happened. You want to see how it happened?
Let's see how that. So for everyone knows what we're talking about, right?
Okay, so if you heard the Wine Guys episode.
Yeah, with Riley from Trash Future.
With Riley from Trash Future. This is how my stuff is set up, okay?
Hey, now, yeah, right, dude. Subscribing.
Now I'm going to get up and walk to the door, but I'm going to do the whole thing the way it happened. Okay, so here I go.
Hey, 3 Chains subscribing. Thanks for subscribing, 3 Chains. Okay. Wait. Why did you?
Did I miss it?
But why did you do that with your head?
I didn't do it on purpose.
No, but why did you do it with your head? Like what were you trying to do?
I think it was the way I landed.
What do you mean landed?
I think when I came in, maybe I was reaching for something, but when I came down, my head.
I just mean like because your head doesn't like every time I sit down, never will my head come in contact with the desk or the keyboard or anything like that.
Like I do. I'm wearing a hat at that time. And maybe I was grabbing something, but I came down and my hat hit that button right there. It was not that hard to do.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure why it happened. The pills. Okay, I'll tell you the pills.
Wait, did you show why?
What?
Why keep the pills off the?
I don't want to show the pills.
Why you always showing stuff? Why are you always showing insight into your life so much?
Verb Abram says Brian leaned down to tear the crotch from his underpants. My underpants are perfectly fine here. I'm wearing shorts, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm wearing. Another thing people don't know about that is that I wear compression shorts. Now, I shouldn't have worn the compression shorts.
I don't even know what compression shorts are really. New Card Smell subscribing tier 1, 5 months. Finally, my first Sunday in 6 weeks. Hey, it's welcome, New Card Smell. Hello.
My pills are Dramamine because I like it. It helps you sleep really good.
Okay.
2 sertraline, which I think is called Zoloft. You got 2 saw palmettos so I can get a good hot piss stream.
Sorry. What's that one?
It helps your piss stream. It fucking speeds it, makes it harder. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you need it to be hard?
Sometimes my piss stream is very light. When you get old, your piss stream goes light.
Wait, but you're not that old. Like I know that happens when you get old, but you're not in the age bracket that I normally would associate with that.
So that piss, that one, those two are that. Then I got 4 melatonin.
Balls Waterson subscribing. You're tier 1, 7 months. What color is Brian pissing nowadays? That's a good question.
Like a light yellow, yellow.
That he looked it up online to see what the good one is.
I've been drinking like crazy. I was saying this earlier. Oh yeah, and so the last ones are 2 magnesium gummies. These are magnesium.
So, but
and then then the last 4,
who cares if it dribbles out?
Because it dribbles on your pants and stuff. It's just not a good vibe. You know
just
what I mean?
Take your pants right all the way off.
Okay, I'm not going to take my pants off to piss. And then the last one, I got to give them 1,200 milligrams of gabapentin. That's just so I can sleep. I take that many pills to go to sleep at night, plus 2 more that I will take a little later on.
Have you tried weed?
Yeah, I do that too. It takes a lot to get a guy like me down. I'm like a big bear. You know, my wife talks about it like I'm being tranquilized. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like that's a lot of stuff to take to get
to
sleep.
Is.
Yeah, it is. And then you're like having the caramellos. Man, I don't know. It just feels like maybe you could cut some. And listen, you should.
No way. Nope.
No, not the pills. I'm not your doctor. I'm not going to tell you to get off pills. I can't. Yeah. I can't do that. No, I'm saying maybe totally cut the caramellos out to offset.
I did pretty good about. You know what is funny? I didn't get up at all last night to eat caramellos in the middle of the night, and then I woke up at like 7, and I was like, I'm gonna run down and eat a caramello and go back to bed.
Breakfast mellow.
And I went back to bed. 11. That one I was kind of mad about, actually, to tell you the truth. So what was the other thing I needed to tell everybody? You can barely hear him. Is this any better? I can't make it louder for some reason. Hold on. Okay, Lou Bega Freak sounds fine. So yeah. I've been watching a lot of my daughter's been making fun of me, a lot of roller coaster stuff. Got it. Oh, I know what I wanted to say.
Okay.
I'm hardwired, everybody.
Oh yeah, Brian. He told me he had basically the same stats as me now. So it seems like you're on the same connection, hardwired in. It's great.
Get excited. Let's get amped.
Let's check this speed test out, everyone. We're about to be really, and I got to tell you, I'm going to pull up my phone because he flubbed a text to me.
I did flub a text. Yeah. There was a slight flub text.
Yeah, there was.
Okay, so that's my down right there. That's 936. That is beautiful. Okay?
That's beautiful. So we're not going to
upload. What? Also 900 and something.
Wow. So we're not going to have any issues here.
Well, we already started number 1 without picture.
Well, that was operator.
That was a different club.
So Brian sent, because Brian already sent me a screenshot of his speed test, which was much lower than that, by the way, the one that he sent me. But no, I'm just saying it's gotten even better.
I know.
But then all of a sudden he sends me out of the blue. He says, "Oh yeah, that pic I sent you was my wife."
Oh, that's what I said. Oh, hello. You weird.
He meant Wi-Fi, but he's like, my wife. I have like 900.
I didn't know you said. I wondered why you said that's your wife, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I said your wife, like, and then he said, "LOL, I'm gonna do 3 episodes in a week." He just completely ignored it. But
we are going to do 3 episodes in a week. So
I scrolled up a little bit, like not in a pervy way, but I was like, did he send me? Did I miss a photo he sent me of his wife? And why did he send me a photo of his wife?
Seems inappropriate. Billy Mumfrey subscribing tier 1, 7 months.
I can actually name one Blue Jays player in 4 seconds. Tell me when to start.
Now.
Win Shohei Ohtani. It says 3 moves. Blue Jays should make the. Oh, never mind. That's a different thing. I didn't type fast enough.
This guy somehow fucking looked up. Like, that is actually incredible. He fucking looked it up and he somehow still got it wrong. Like, famously wrong. Even like not even a big fan would know that that's wrong. Like, you don't even have to be like a
Streaming. We're on, Chris. That was a quick, loud. I wanted to open up as loud as I could there.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Well, hello, everyone. We're here. How's your day going, Chris?
My day is going pretty well. I went out for lunch with my mom. Actually, I haven't done that in a while.
Really?
So, Cactus Club Cafe.
I wonder what Tony K thought of the Cactus Club.
I
don't think he's around. I think Tony K is dead. So that's just what I'm going with. He hasn't posted in a long time. So
you're low in the mix, Brian. That's what I'm hearing.
Am I low? Am I low? Let me see what I can. Fuck, I can't do anything.
Hello.
Hello. Is that any better?
I feel like no. I mean, maybe I can turn myself down, but then. Can you not turn yourself up?
I don't know where to turn myself up at it. Oh, wait. How's that?
I don't know.
Better? Did that move at all?
I have no idea.
I fucking hate this.
Oh, wait. What am I? Wait, where's my audio?
I think it's going through desktop on my computer.
Because it just feels like my audio sounds bad.
I think your audio sounds good.
No, it doesn't. And my audio, I'm listening to it right now on the stream.
Oh, really?
Like it's I know it just sounds not good.
Hold on.
It's not your fault. It's like on my end.
Oh, is it? Well, yeah, but you know what? We don't care about that kind of thing over here.
I do. Yeah, there's a little echo on me, right?
Hold on.
No, wait, that isn't normal. Yeah, that's not normal.
Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
I got a little reverb turned on, like I'm coming through twice.
Yeah, I can fix that, I think. Wait, no.
It's not that bad, though. I know it's not horrible. I mean, and by the way, we've gone over it before. If you're new to the whole thing, I don't flub. If I or you make a mistake, it's normal.
Oh, fuck, how do I fix this? What was the thing I did? Off.
It's just something that happens when Brian makes a mistake.
Let me see here. Let me try. You're coming through my end, so I guess I'd have to go to properties and change this to this.
Hello?
Damn it. What about this? Hold on.
Hello?
Hold on. Okay.
Hello?
I'm trying to figure out how I fixed this the last time it happened.
Hello?
Because you're coming in on my mic is what's happening. So on my mic end,
okay, hang on a second. So let me see.
2 times. You're coming through 2 times.
Okay, so it's because what do you have open right now?
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. I have everything open.
Well, that's a problem.
Hold on. We're gonna figure this out, everybody. I promise.
Yeah, it's really not that. Like it's fine. I'm a bit too loud because of that.
You can't fix that. Hold on. I just need to figure out how to get my mic to only read my mic.
And you need your mic to be turned up as well. Your mic's too low. I mean, we should really do this before we start.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like, we should really do this before we start. Be a little professional. Brian's like,
it would be nice. It would be nice to do that. I'm trying to think.
Like we could do it. We don't.
Here. There's something I do where you're not on my mic. It's my mic and then desktop, and then I just feed you on. And I know that's not the best way to do things, but it's the way I had figured out how to do things, and now we're in a situation. Let me move this.
By the way, I know we're on. Go ahead. It's your show.
Do we sound? Oh,
go ahead. You do it. I know.
Oh, I know. You got all the problems. I'm trying to do music. I don't know how to fix this at this point. I forget. Monitor off.
No, I'm telling you, Tyler, my volume is not too loud though. It's not, because I do all kinds of other things. It's at a completely normal level. Brian is too quiet. I promise you, Brian is too low, Tyler.
And
I know you're not doing a bit. Yeah.
What about this? Is this better?
I don't know.
Now I'm coming through twice, I think. Maybe. Wait, hold on.
Wait, maybe not.
Nope, never mind. Fucking fuck.
Yeah, the Go Off King's too low.
What did I do?
Let's see what that does to me. See, that brings me real low.
And none of these are like doing anything. Nothing. Did that move anything?
I made myself the same volume as you. Well,
now they're saying it sounds good.
No, they're lying.
Well, I need to know. Guys, I need help, please.
Now I sound fucked again.
Wait, I'm a little quiet on. There's an R Murder Brian. What is happening, Chris?
Brian, you might just have to get closer to the mic. That might be.
Yeah, is this fixing it? Is this doing anything?
Let's see. How are our
okay?
levels?
I'm up on the mic. Is Chris okay? Are we both fine?
Are we both fine now?
All right, we're set. We're fixed. We're fixed.
Okay.
I'm not going to run a DAC and good headphones and all that. And I'm going to buy a new mic. I meant to goddamn fucking buy a new mic this week.
What kind of mic are you working with?
Oh, it's a shitty one because my good one broke. Which I know I do this for a living. I should get another one.
I'm not even joking. That's just so ridiculous, man.
It's not shitty. It's a Audio Technica.
Oh, good. That actually makes me sick.
Well, I could run back and see if my SM50. I was doing the SM57 thing. That was like my.
Get an SM7B, buddy.
That's what I'm getting, but I have to. You know how it is. Like, you got to go to the store to get that.
You don't. You actually can order it, and they'll send it to your house.
All right.
Talking about.
Well, I mean, I just would want to go to the store.
Okay, that's different. Yeah, it comes I believe it'll come same day on Amazon.
The Chip and Enjoyer, do not send me a Yeti. I fucking goddamn. I went through 3 Yetis in a year at one point.
Yeah, I hate those mics. I hate blue microphones.
Guys, I'm gonna buy all the stuff as soon as this is over. I'm gonna go in my room and say I'm gonna buy it, and then don't say that. Robin Banks, Brian is rough on stuff. Do you know how much of my life is people saying I'm rough on things? Like, you sit on chairs too hard. It's like, how the fuck does that even?
That's it. You probably do. That's a good question from All Access. Andy, didn't Brian buy an actual Lego microphone? Is that true?
No.
Okay,
I bought a Lego guitar.
Okay.
I'm going to buy an SM7B tomorrow. Now, I was going to buy...
You got to get a proper microphone, Brian, and you got to get what's known as a pop filter as well that you put on there.
I will. I'm going to. And by the way,
it comes with one. It comes with one. So that's the nice thing.
I only play Lego in the meat space. That's what they call real life on the internet, Chris.
Sorry?
They were asking if I play Lego Fortnite, and I said I only play Lego in the meat space.
I've never heard that.
Well, I only play Lego in real life. I'm building the Home Alone house currently. But really, I didn't get to build much today because I had to prep episodes of Guys.
Oh, you didn't get to. He's like not even joking. He like wants you to feel bad. It sucks. I had to do my little stupid little internet podcasting thing when I wanted to be doing my building work. That's what he's making it sound like he's a builder. And he had to take time out to do like his silly little hobby. But no, he makes his money on the podcasting. Spends it on the building.
It's a good point that I do make my money doing this and building. That's the thing. Okay. The Home Alone house is $300. I bought it last year when I was arguably making half of what I make.
Yeah, why is that make it better?
I don't know, because I didn't buy it this year. You know what I'm saying?
$300 on that? God, man.
Like I said, I was only making half what I make now.
Brian, you're my friend, but that's like a colossal waste of money.
Oh, you lie. Don't you dare. I'm going to get the Titanic. It's going to happen. Here's my plan.
Why don't you just take up gambling?
Because that's bad. Legos are good. It's like something a really good person does. And by the way, Chris, I wanted to tell you this because I haven't told you this. I posted it online and told a few people. I've not had a candy bar for a week.
You haven't had a candy bar for 1 week? Not any kind of candy bar?
Not a single candy bar for an entire week. Not a candy bar during the day. Not a candy bar at night. Not a
Can we give it up? Can we give it up for Brian? That's like, for some people are like, wow, that's pretty normal. But for Brian, you have to keep in mind he ate like 11 per day, king size. So that's actually like, it's actually incredible that he stopped. I don't even know if I might have to ask his wife. I don't even know if I believe him 100%.
Oh, well, that's what we did. So it's an accountability thing, unless she thinks I'm hiding them. She told I bought these Bob's Red Mill oat bars.
Okay.
Like, not good. It's not candy for sure.
It's not.
It is no candy bar.
Nobody would call this candy.
No.
Nobody would say you're breaking like maybe like a big time like like someone who like lives off the land or whatever might call it candy.
Well, then she put one out last Sunday and I ate it at night. And then she put one out the next day. I woke up and I ate it at night. And then Tuesday she put one out, and that oat bar is still sitting on the counter.
Now you don't even need that.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Now, have you noticed? Are you like craving them hugely, or have you noticed any positive effects? Probably not yet, right?
My wife keeps like lying and saying I'm slimming down. I know. I see it.
Grid Shark subscribing, but somebody in the chat said Brian Mike very low. What? Are you doing a bit?
It happens every time.
No, but are you doing a bit? Because the whole first like 5 minutes of the stream was us trying to get the levels proper.
Hot 97 polite. O-Fight says it's not about health. It's saving candy money for the Titanic Lego set. Now,
no, man, I'm telling you, there has to be a way, Brian, for you to raise your volume. There just has to be. Hang on 1 second. Let me just take a look at something here.
Is there anything?
Edit mic settings. Here we go. Okay, talk, Brian.
Hello.
Is that better, everybody? Did that make a difference right there, what I just did?
Yeah, now they hear you twice. And I am turned all the way up on my thing here. Oh, man. How did that happen? How did Chris double?
How did that happen?
Oh, fuck me. Okay, let me go into my... This drives me crazy. This is going to make me fucking nuts, boys. All right, I'm going to do... No, not sounds. Don't want to do that. Ba-ba-ba. Sorry, everybody. I am trying.
It was that person who came in, whatever their name is. They came in and they said that Brian's mic's too low. But Brian, I'm telling you, Brian's mic is too low, and it's something in the settings that he has to be able to change, because I listened to it on. It's not on this, Brian. Go on your mic settings on StreamYard. Click on the thing beside your
StreamYard. Okay.
No, right on here where Brian is. Click on yourself beside where the little microphone is.
Oh, where the little mic.
Yeah, beside that. No, mute. No, beside that, and go to microphone. Edit audio settings or.
What? Where did it say edit audio settings?
Oh, are you joking? This is so hard. Yeah. Why does it not have that?
Did you see it? Oh shit. Oh no. Where is the microphone that says edit audio settings? I got edit audio avatar, stop mic /cam. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's weird. Only I can do it. So it only comes through on my end. So I can edit the mic settings.
I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay, what are we looking for here? My mic.
Yeah, I'm so loud because I'm coming through twice. I can't turn myself
that
up
mic
more.
Okay, what is this to anybody? And then I'll work on getting Chris not on this mic as soon as I know if this is working. Is this doing anything?
Yeah, let's see if it is. Well, let me just say.
Yeah, I think it's just that I have to get in the mic. There's nothing I can do. There's like, other than this here. Is this anything? Does this do anything?
I don't understand how this could be possible. My microphone is at half of the, it's like so low.
Dude, every single thing I have is pinned to the top. I'm serious. Like everything.
Yeah, it's actually fucked up, man. That's what I'm saying. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with your microphone. Like your microphone is fucking broken. Like your cord or something, the connection on it. There's something wrong with it.
Give me a second.
Also to the person, whoever it was, I saw someone who was like, hey, love you guys, but you gotta get this sorted beforehand. Yeah, I know. I already fucking said that. We fucking know that, okay? With all due respect. We fucking know that. That's not helpful at this point. In the middle of all this shit fucking happening and it's all fucking shitty and hard to deal with. I love you guys, but you gotta get this sorted out beforehand. I mean, I do love you guys, though, but you gotta get it sorted.
Hey, is this anything?
Is this anything?
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah. Can you guys even hear me? Okay.
You can hear me right now.
Yeah, it's so low though. And I don't understand wait, is this making me go really low now?
There is nothing else I can turn up at all. There is nothing I can turn up. But there's one more place I think I can turn something up.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the problem is I'm coming through twice.
I can't. I'm trying to figure that out too. I had this thing set up. What if we just do this? Hold on. I gotta think here. Motherfuck. Okay. No, that's not gonna do it. All right. I don't know, guys. Maybe I gotta just.
Yeah.
If it's not gonna work, I can't do anything. I can't make it work.
How's the volume between us? I turned my mic down outrageously low.
Yeah, you're not even coming in on the desktop now.
Okay, hello.
but they can't hear anything I play, and it sounds bad in my ears now.
But do I sound okay now?
I don't know. I can't see the chat right now.
It sounds okay. I think it sounds okay.
Everything's fixed. Everything is good.
Yeah, we're all good. We're all perfectly good. It's
all right.
Great.
But it will stop. If everything's good, we'll keep going. But if it's not, I just can't.
Someone said that it's my headphones. No, that's not it, because I was listening to the stream, so I can hear the disparity in the stream. So that wouldn't make sense if I was. But it's fine. I think it sounds fine now. Yeah.
All right. Let's stream. Hello. It's gonna be a second here. I'm streaming now. I just started streaming. It's up and moving. Hey everybody. It's just me right now, but Chris will be here in a minute. I think he said he'd be here in like 5 minutes. Tell you the truth, that was 4 minutes ago though, so I guess we're gonna have to wait for him. You know, he's a big fucking star. What can I say? How's everybody doing this Sunday night? We're here. We're back again. We're gonna talk about stuff. We're also going to Chris is here. Oh, it's Chris. Hi, Chris. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Oh no. Chris's mic's not working. I don't think. I mean, my shit works. My shit is not flubbing. Chris is flubbing. We're back. I'm up and around. How's everybody doing? Tech Head Terry just flubbed like crazy. Can you believe it? Chris James flubbing. It's kind of sad. Oh, hey, Surplus Value Theory. Thank you. I had fun on Fucked Up Jeopardy, even though I was kind of stuck missing wrestling, but didn't like the show that much anyway. So what are you gonna fucking do? You know, probably could have just not. Well, I liked one of the matches, and then the rest of it, I was kind of like, you know, what are you gonna do? Lou Bega Freak subscribed to Tier 1. That's 9 months, and he is calling Chris the new flub guy. I'm bringing Chris back on. Hi, Chris. Oh, I can hear him. I can hear him. Oh, he just left again. This guy. He was actually working. Hi.
Don't fucking add me. I'm not ready to come on.
You're working, though. All right. Well, he's not ready to come on. He can also add himself. So, you know, I guess Dumb Guy 69 subscribed to Tier 1. Robin Banks subscribed to 6. Horses don't have feet. They have legs. Right, guys? That's what we do. Man, you guys want to see my new shirt? Well, we got to wait till Chris gets on because we got some stuff to talk about. He knows. Thank you, I Am Joe. I felt the same way. I mean, most of this pay-per-view sucked. The MJF thing was, you know, not good. I can't even. The logic was just messed up for me. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a bad guy in wrestling in AEW now, I would just never wrestle a match again. If you can just appoint somebody to wrestle for you, it's like, come on. I did have a leftist podcast for 12 years. That's what made me the most leftist person on that feed. So, you know, that's pretty good. Not a great pay-per-view, though. Not a great pay-per-view. There was one great match. If you ever want to watch a cool wrestling match, you know, Swerve versus Hangman. Actually, really good match. Almost a really good, like, perfect feud if they hadn't done a fucking home invasion on it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do a home invasion on wrestling. Chris, what's up?
Hey,
Chris would probably agree with. I don't want Chris on here agreeing with me about what I didn't like about wrestling last night.
Oh, was
Hi,
it
Chris.
AEW?
Yeah. Yes, it was AEW. There was an AEW
there's your
show.
first issue right there. You got that wrong.
I've been down on it.
I've been down on it for like a month or two, and people like get real mad because they're like, "Oh, what wrestling has to be serious?" And I was like, somewhat, yeah, like most of it.
You have a line,
huh?
You have a line, even.
Yeah. You guys want to see my new shirt? You want to see my new shirt, Chris? I cut the sleeves off immediately.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. And yeah, I want to say as well that the flub was not oh god. Hey, get hard, stay hard. Subscribing tier 1 right at that good timing.
I got that. I found that at this place, and I was like, "This is
for that."
What? Oh, it was like $7. This guy, I like went to this gift shop place, and this guy had the weirdest shit in the world. We bought so much stuff from him. He had everything was like, less than $1, except for the shirts, which were like $7, and we spent like $80 there because he had so much weird shit. But that fucking shirt, I was like, Jesus Christ! It says Alaska guys, which and then it says Rock Hard, which
you're often, that's a reference to how you prefer to have your, how you prefer your penis to be. Alfresco Pint, subscribing tier 1. Welcome back.
It actually means, hey, first of all, there was a strip club in Fairbanks, and it was called like Roxon, Club Roxon. So I was trying to figure it out. I was like, it's probably rocking, of course. People love to rock. And then sin, like sex. But people said that's a chain on the other side of the country, on the West Coast. Actually, there's a few Club Roxons there. That wasn't the only one. We drove by like the titty bar. There was like nobody there. So I don't even think it was open. Probably.
Antoine Greaseman, Antoine Greaseman should give that name its full credit. Subscribing tier 1 says, how are the Alaska playrooms? So that's a good question. How were they?
I don't think those things aren't there. They don't have swingers clubs in Alaska. Everybody was like, oh, I'll bet you went to that place where everybody lives in the same building, which is where swinging must happen, I would assume. And I didn't. I went to Fairbanks, Alaska. I did not talk to another person other than my wife the whole time I was there.
That seems kind of strange. Flub Ho gifting a tier 1 sub. Well, how come my video is going in and out?
I don't know.
What's up with that? Why is my video freezing? What's going on? That's maddening. I mean, I'm plugged in.
I am too.
Everything should be good. It's really bothering me because sometimes it'll make me like freeze, and I look all fucking stupid, and I don't want that.
That's not why you look stupid.
No, it is. I mean, I'm saying I look stupid, but it freezes and it catches me in one of those stupid looks. Like, I'm not debating that. Flubho gifting a tier 1 sub to Surplus Value Theory. Tom's Dick Needle subscribing tier 1 3 months in advance. That's the type of forward thinking you get from Tom's Dick Needle. Paisley Fontaine subscribing 8 months. What's up?
Oh, the Grey Cup's on. I'm watching it. It's on the other computer next to me, actually. So
yeah,
I am an Alaska guy now. I don't think I'm ever going back. I might go to Anchorage in the summer sometime, but I think I got the Alaska experience, really.
And what would that be? What would you describe it as?
It was cold, and it was dark, getting dark most of the time, and I just hung out in a cold, dark place looked at the sky, saw the aurora borealis.
How was that? Now what were your expectations of it? And
here's the problem. Here's the problem with the aurora. First off,
here's the problem with the aurora.
Here's the problem with the aurora. There was no phone service at the top of the mountain that we went to.
But that seems okay.
I couldn't look at my phone.
But that seems okay in that instance. I'm saying it's almost like a blessing in disguise, as they say, that you know, it's less a curse as it is because it's like then it forces you to admire that nature, the beauty of it, and not be sort of.
It's kind of hard to see it. Really, to tell you the truth, it's hard to see it. It's not like as bright as everybody says it is. It's like I have pictures I have some pictures of it.
Well, I don't listen. I don't think no offense. I don't think that an iPhone camera, you know, taken with your phone.
They actually say that's the best kind of camera to use.
But I just don't think any camera. I think you have to see it, right? Like that's.
I don't know. I was looking at it and it didn't look green until I took a picture. You know what I mean? It looked gray. Then you take a picture and then it's green and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. You know, and that's what all the guys were like. Yeah, kind of. You know, maybe they were ripping me off or something. It was fine. It was a natural wonder. My wife really liked it. I was stuck on top of a mountain for 5 hours in the middle of the night. So I didn't like that part as much.
That's true.
With the Russian guy.
ECT by Radio Shack said, great hill to die on, which is, I agree. Like just the hill that Brian was up on would have been kind of cool to die up there. Well, the aurora's going on behind you, like you just kind of fucking like just kind of walk off into the aurora borealis, you know. Look at I'm all freezing up. I'm all freezing up when I it's ridiculous.
I don't see it.
You guys see it, right? It's streaming. It's like taking away from my story.
Everybody else thinks you look fine. It's your side.
So is it on my side that I'm seeing that I'm seeing
this?
How could
your
that be?
Side you're seeing?
But how could that be possible? Because I don't see it happening to you.
Okay, now that time I saw it.
See, it is, man. I can't.
Yeah, that time I did see it. I don't know, man. Maybe my internet's fucked up.
No, I don't think it's. Yeah,
it doesn't say it is.
Hang on, let me go to speed
everything
test.
Here says it's working. Okay, I'll go back to speed test and look again.
Okay, what? Because let's see.
I can make everybody in my house stop using the internet.
Okay, well,
I'm looking about 200 megabits per second Mbps, not 194.2.
Is that download or
that's download?
Okay.
And then you got your upload. You're looking at 119.8 upload.
Well, my download is at 881 download, and my upload is at 158.
Dark Universe subscribed for the 8th month, and he said, "Fucked Up Jeopardy was great last night. I did have a good time doing Fucked Up Jeopardy."
I saw a clip. I saw a clip of you.
Oh yeah, what did I do?
Well, they were like something about like colonizing and being like who does these like all these horrible things, and you were like, I do.
That was probably out of context.
No, it wasn't, because everyone had to like say to you, like Stefan was like, no, those are bad things, Brian. Why would you say those are horrible things?
It was an accident. I didn't understand the question at that point.
Okay, he said it was an accident. Okay, yeah, because that was the only clip I saw. So did the rest of it? Did the rest of it go better?
Yeah, it was an accident. Most of it went pretty good. Most of it went, I would say, looked pretty good. But let me just say this: we came here. We promised we'd talk about my trip because I told Chris what happened, and colonizing was an accident. Nobody wanted it. That was an accident. Anyway, Chris knows what happened.
Oh, so hello everyone. Are you ready to hear the story of Brian's airplane shenanigans? Do you guys want to hear? Who in the chat, sound off if you want to hear Brian's airplane shenanigans. Here we go.
I would say this, right? I would say this. I have flown 1 million fucking times. Okay, so many times.
I don't know if you've flown that many times.
So many. I've flown 6-hour flights. Never 12 hours, which is what the Alaska flight was. I will say I've never flown for that long. It was a crazy travel day. Number one, and well, Bob Zombie, don't get ahead of yourself. Maybe it did. So it was a 12-hour flight. We get on the plane. I actually dressed for the flight more than I dressed for the trip.
Well,
you know what I
you
mean?
got to dress for success. And sound off in the chat if I'm right there. You got to dress for success. Come on. I mean, that's a simple thing. Dan Pena taught me that.
So yeah, he taught you not to finger fuck everything and dress for success. So I put on my sweatpants that aren't sweatpants really. They're Lululemon sweatpants, so they're not sticky.
Yeah, that's fair. You can get away with those. I wear Lululemon joggers, so I can't really judge you. So you're not walking around they're not like gray sweatpants, not like classic grays. No. Okay.
No. And they're not super thick, so you shouldn't get hot in them either. You know? So I have those, I wear those. I'm wearing boots because I only can pack one pair of shoes for this trip.
And you needed boots because you're going to be hiking.
Insulated boots, yeah, because your feet get cold. So I'm wearing these boots. That's first of all the biggest mistake I made, because then it was like I wanted my Birkenstocks so bad the whole time I was there. I wanted any other kind of shoes other than those fucking.
Shout out to your Birks. Ariel and I went shopping at Metrotown. Shout out Metrotown Shopping Center, and we were looking at she was looking at some Birks.
That's where I got my Birkenstocks.
At Metrotown?
Yep.
In Surrey, British Columbia, Canada?
Mm-hmm. I'm from Canada.
Yeah, but you're from a lot closer. I mean, there's a lot closer places to where. Anyways, whatever.
I mean, how close, really? So anyway, I get on the plane and I'm hot. Okay.
Okay. What were you're just wearing those? What were you wearing on top?
Fucking short sleeve t-shirt.
But you had sleeves on it, so that was probably making you.
Sleeves. Yeah, like
that probably made you extra hot because you're not used to having that part of your arm covered up. So you're probably like, oh my god, because literally that's where your armpits are. They're breathing out of there,
Yeah, and it was just, first of all, I paid for premium economy, which cost me money.
Oh yeah, sorry. Metrotown's in Burnaby, British Columbia. I said Surrey.
I was there. Yeah,
thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Ariel. Ariel corrected me. Brian, of course, didn't because he never heard of it.
I was just being polite about it. So anyway, we get there and like I'm on the plane and I'm getting hot, and like again, I voted that day in the morning when I got up, walked over to vote. Put on a hoodie, and it was like 75 degrees outside, so I sweat on the way there, and then I didn't stop sweating until I got to Alaska. Anyway, so I get on a plane with just the short sleeves and the things, and like for the first part of the flight, I'm doing okay. I'm hot, and I'm like trying to get air on me, but like the plane is packed. The premium economy is not premium. It's the same amount of seats as the back of the thing. And there was nothing premium about it. Don't fly Alaska Air's premium economy. It's just not premium at all. Okay. It's economy.
I don't think it feels like you were really hot and you were really uncomfortable. I don't want to stick up for an airline, but it sounds like maybe they might be getting an unfair review here from a guy who was just physically hot.
I was so hot. I was so sweaty. And then what happened? So I made it through the first 6-hour flight to Seattle. We got to Seattle.
Yeah.
And then we had to get on another plane from Seattle to Fairbanks, which was also another 4-hour flight. Okay. So I'm like, I get on the second airplane and I'm just still hot. And then
how long is the layover?
An hour. We only had an hour. So I didn't even have time in between to do anything. It was 45 minutes back on the airplane, flying out. Okay. And I'm so hot. Dude, and my crotch is going crazy.
Oh, so that's where you're the hottest, is in the hot zone.
Oh yeah.
Dire Mute subscribing tier 1. Now, a lot of people are guessing that you're going to destroy a toilet. I will say
it's not. No,
that's not what happens. He does not destroy a toilet. I will say that. I want to get that out of everyone's head.
So I went to the bathroom once. And I turned the water on,
to splash some on my face or my head, but the water's fucking warm on the airplane. So I couldn't do that. I started drinking ice.
Tony. Okay, Tony K.
He would have loved the warm water.
Tony K. Come on. See, I froze up there, but I don't even care.
They call it Tony K Airlines backlash jet. So I then go back to my seat and I sit down, and my crotch is just going fucking crazy at that point. There's like
can you clip that? My crotch is just fucking like when he said that line. Does somebody get that video?
It's just heat lines coming off of my crotch. So I go to the bathroom and I'm like, okay. I go to the bathroom again. I'm standing in a bathroom and I'm like, I'm just gonna pull my pants down and stand here to cool the crotch area off. So I stood in the bathroom with my pants down for a few minutes, and it like didn't do the trick.
That's so nasty. Everybody's poop particles all floating around.
I don't care. I don't care. It was so hot. It was just so nasty. And I was like, okay, this is fucking crazy. So it didn't go away. It didn't get cooled off at all. And I went back and sat back at my seat and then acted like a psycho again for like another 45 minutes where I'm trying to get air on me. I'm doing this. I'm trying to point that little
the air thing. You could ask some of your the people beside you if you could get their thing pointed at you as well. Double Neg subscribing tier 1, hot dick syndrome, they say.
Well, thank you for hot dick syndrome. That is what it's called when your fucking crotch is super fucking hot. So it's so hot. And I go like this. Okay, fine. I'm going back to the bathroom and I got a plan. I went back to the bathroom. I pulled my pants down. I stood there for 1 minute and then I ripped the crotch out of my underwear. Just completely ripped it like Superman or Hulk Hogan.
What? What? That was the plan you had?
It worked for a minute. It didn't actually end up working, though. You know,
you don't say.
It worked for like 5 minutes where I felt fucking smart when I did it at first.
Thank you for subscribing. Poops on you.
So
yeah, Brian. So what did you do with the other part? Just in the garbage? You just threw it in the garbage?
Well, I had to leave them on. That's why I ripped them. I couldn't take them off. I was thinking about taking them off, but I couldn't get myself in a situation where like I could take my pants off in the bathroom of the airplane. So I just ripped them and left them on like a caveman until we got back to the hotel or to the Airbnb. Then I took them off and threw them in. Yes, they're in the trash in Alaska now, somewhere in a dump. But that was my flight, and there was not that much crotch sweat. Everything was okay after that for the rest of the flight. But then on my flight home.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I'm just gonna leave the studio, and before you start this story, I'm gonna leave and come back, see if that fixes the thing. Hang on.
Yeah, I keep looking. Everything says it's good over
here. I know. That's what's so weird about it. That's why I'm just gonna leave and come back because we both seem
Chris
to have
is gonna leave and come back real quick, and everything looks good on my side. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so I ripped the crotch out of my underwear. When I got to the place, I told my fucking wife about it, and she was goofing on me and stuff. And so what I did on the way home was I put on one of my sleeveless shirts.
Okay.
And then I put on.
So this is for the flight home.
Yeah, I put on a sleeveless shirt.
So you did,
and then I also put on shorts.
You thought I was right, maybe about the sleeves being an issue.
I mean, it was crazy because like not only did I take my pants, I wore shorts too, like pajama shorts that I wear in bed, like so that like my whole I don't sleep naked. Don't give me that look. I wear shorts to bed.
But I'm more like you were wearing your pajamas.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, come on. We cannot listen.
there has to be a level. There has to be a limit. We're going to go out in public with other people. Brian, you cannot wear your pajamas. It's not acceptable. Everyone, we can't let people wear their pajamas. It will go too far.
Pajamas and boots.
Pajamas and boots. It's what you wear to bed. It's literally
sort of.
It's the same thing you wear to bed.
But yeah, I wore that on the plane back, but like on the flight to Alaska or the flight to Seattle, I was not feeling well because I only crapped one time in Alaska for the entire time I was there.
How long were you there?
7 days.
Oh my God.
This dude was packing back.
I tried everything I could. You have no idea how much I tried. I was eating fiber. I was all over fiber and everything. It just wasn't working.
I mean, I don't go to the washroom. I will say I do. That does happen to me when I'm on vacation. I think I mentioned it before that when I'm not at home, I won't go to the washroom for 7 days. One shit would be regular for me. Like I would go 3-4 days maybe and not go take a shit. I don't know. It's not it's not the best, definitely.
So when I have to fly home and I'm like, well, I could go when I get home, I could go to the convention center or whatever.
Yeah, you can go to your like for me it would be like, oh, I could be in my home in one of my toilets. Brian, it would be like I could be at the convention center. Yeah.
So what happens is I don't go through the X-ray at TSA. I have what's it called?
He's got the special one. He has it for that reason.
So they were just turds.
Well, he doesn't want them to see how big his turds inside his body are because he was getting them jammed up at the thing because all the guys, hey, come over here, hey Ricky, you got to see this, and he'd get all his buddies over, and then I got to get to my flight, and it would end up taking more time.
Why? I don't know why this happened, but in the flight from Seattle to Columbus, which is a 6-hour flight, is when it decided, oh, I'd like to get all the crap out of you real quick.
Sorry, when did that happen?
On the flight from Seattle to Columbus, the 6-hour flight from Seattle to Columbus, I have never pooped on an airplane, and I never would have in the past.
You're saying that's below you, or just you wouldn't?
You're not supposed to, I think. Most people aren't supposed to. They think, you don't poop on an airplane. But I'm sweating. Here's the thing. I'm sweating. I'm not saying anything to anybody, but I have like this anxious look on my face because I feel like it's going to come out my mouth or my ass, one of the two things, and preferably the mouth, right? Like I preferably hope I barf.
Do you think barfing is like more socially acceptable in that instance?
Yeah, people would rather you throw up. And I would rather throw up in the airplane than take a crap, because once you take that crap, everybody knows what your craps are up to.
And also, yeah, like for you, for somebody else, it would be like, whatever, you can go sneak a quick little shit in there or whatever, but you're about to fucking change the course of that flight for everybody. If you go, that you are about to become the focal point of everybody's story.
I did, because I was already the focal point of the fucking flight. When they came to bring the drink cart down, I was near the front of the plane, like the third row behind first class. So like, row 8, they pulled up and they were like, dude, are you okay? The flight attendants are like, dude, are you okay? I'm very worried about you. You look insane. And then all the people around
you look insane. Did they say you look... the flight attendant say, dude, you look insane.
It's just like, I can tell something's going on here. You look
I know, but I'm sorry, that's so funny to me. That's one of the funniest things I've heard. Really nice, polite flight attendant. Excuse me, sir, are you okay? You look insane. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
Everybody around me is in the same thing too. So she's like, "Sir, are you okay?" And everybody around me is like, "He's not okay." You know what I mean? Like all the people in my area. And she's like, "I'll tell you what." She goes, "How are you feeling? Like, what's going on? Are you gonna, use the bathroom or puke?" And I was like, "I'm gonna puke." You know what I mean? Like I was like not wanting to say poop.
You were sticking a cork in that anus and forcing that out. You wanted it out. Let's get it out of here. But it was, I bet you that's not what happened if I know you.
Corbin Zaferno says, "Sir, are you going poop joker mode?" And the lady was like, I'll tell you what. There's a few empty seats in the back of the plane. Why don't I hand you I'm going to hand you a barf bag. And why don't you go back to the back of the plane and sit by the bathroom just in case anything happens.
Oh, no. You look so fucked that they're like, you're not allowed to sit in your seat anymore.
Yeah.
You have to be closer to the facility. You look insane, sir.
So I have to go back and sit next to this guy too. Like there's one seat between me and this guy, but now everybody on the plane is now seeing.
Hang on 1 second. Just to clarify, because someone said in the chat, is the airplane toilet occupied? Brian doesn't want to go to the toilet at this point. He's just feeling sick. He's hoping he's going to throw up, and people are just all noticing how sick he looks. He is not gone to the washroom.
I haven't thought about the bathroom yet. I haven't considered that I would go into the bathroom yet.
The only Brian doesn't usually use the washroom to go to use the bathroom to go, poo or pee. He goes in there to rip the fucking hole out of the crotch of his underwear.
Good point.
If he needs to do that, then he'll go use the washroom. Sorry, are people getting bothered by me calling it washroom? You guys don't call it a washroom, do you?
No, it's a bathroom, but they don't care. First of all, I'm not trying to puke in my seat. I'm trying not to puke.
Oh, Brian, turn your volume up.
Is this better?
I don't know. Yeah, turn your volume up. Hello?
I did. I turned everything up. Is this better? Do you guys hear me better? Maybe I just got to get closer to the mic. So anyway, I go back and I sit at that. I sit in the seat in the bath. And there's a guy sitting there and he's trying to ignore me because he knows something went wrong, right? Like he knows that I got sent back there.
Lay Badgers 1 subscribing with Prime. So he's like embarrassed. He's like, I don't want to be friends with this guy. This guy's like so nasty that they sent him to the toilet seat.
Sent him back by the toilet seat.
I can't hang out with the toilet seat guy. Then everyone on the plane will think I'm a nerd. Yeah.
And he paid for more expensive seats, but they were like, I think the seat for you is by the toilet. So I went into the bathroom and I tried to throw up, and I started making the throwing up noises, thinking it would make me throw up. You know what I mean?
So you didn't actually have to throw up. You started trying to induce it, kind of.
I needed to do something, is what I did know that I needed to do. I really,
your tummy. Something. It's safe to say your tum was feeling a bit gurgly.
I thought I was motion sick at first. That's why I started and I go back there and I'm standing in there and I try to throw up and I don't throw up, but immediately shit. Like I have to fucking turn around and sit down. And it was just like, you're not going to be throwing this up. This is going to come out of your ass. Right.
But it was just a little bit, I guess.
No, it was so much. I can't even fucking believe how much it was. And I'm doing courtesy flushes on the airplane, and the airplane toilet is so loud when you flush it that there's people.
You're doing there. Courtesy flush.
Yeah. I flushed 6 times while I'm taking a shit in there because I didn't want anything crazy to happen or to have a big turd just sitting there for the rest of the flight.
So you were making sure like whenever I can get any amount of these turds down, I'm gonna get them sucked down.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna take any chance that I'm gonna pile too many of them up and then they won't suck down.
It was so fucking much, man. And then it was done. But
how many times did you flush? How many times did you flush?
I would say I flushed 6 times. I would absolutely, without exaggeration, say I flushed 6 times. And then at one point,
the whole fight, I'm imagining it's completely silent, and everybody is just hearing him flushing. Okay, sorry.
So anyway, while I'm shitting, I must be thrashing around because somebody comes and knocks on the door. I'm like, I'll hurry up. I'll be out in a minute. And they're like, well, I said, I'll hurry up. I'll be out in a minute. And they're like, well, you hit the call button. So while I was thrashing around, I seem to have hit the call button, and then they had to run back and check on me. It was the worst. That was the part where I was like, oh, come on, man. It felt like everything was fixed. It felt like everything was like happening. My stomach was empty for the first time in like days. I felt so much better.
Yeah, you probably physically felt better, but
yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah. And when she comes back because I pressed the call button in there, she was like, oh, I thought you passed out and busted your head open or something.
Yeah, and, from the smell of it, I thought from the amount of flushes. Fidel Clanco subscribing tier 1. Welcome. That is so
I don't know why I was flailing Video Space Games, but I 100% hit the fucking thing. Like I was in there losing my mind.
Why were you flailing about?
I don't know, because it was so much, Chris. I can't, like, I wish I don't want to show people how much it was.
Well, a lot of people have seen one of yours.
Oh yeah.
Because Brian, if you go into the Discord and you go into the Turd Post channel, it's not safe for work. You can see a photograph of one of Brian's shits, and it is. I mean, it's like it looks like it's like just like a goof. Someone photoshopped it or whatever. I'm Toot subscribing with Prime. Welcome. It doesn't even look real, so I can't imagine what this was like. As far as
Ariel said, I promise you, no one heard the flushing though. They had headphones on and the engines are too loud. Well, that I hope, but that flush is so loud.
Oh yeah, the suction flush. You know,
I guess. Just the last little bit was that I found very funny is I took that huge shit and then walked back to my seat like 20 rows away from the bathroom.
Wow.
And I didn't need to go back. I felt better. We landed. Everything was fine.
Falbopolis subscribing tier 1, 5 months. Really glad Demi got to see it live on stream yesterday. What did Demi get to see live on stream?
I showed her the turd on stream.
Oh, the turd. Yeah.
Because they started talking about a turd, and I said, "Oh, I got some turds," and then,
turd.
Well, the other stuff from the trip was like, I went to a resort that I'll never go to another resort again in my entire life.
I think we all know that's bullshit.
Shut up.
I think we all know that's not true, but whatever you want to tell yourself.
I'm done. I felt so trapped at that place.
Hey, Flat Broke Gino Desconte gifting a tier 1 sub to Shoes Robinson. Hey, thanks, Flat Broke Gino.
The resort was called Chenna Hot Springs. It is a hot spring. And then a bunch of carny games.
Hang on one second. Somebody did send me. If I go into my message requests, I swear to God, somebody sent me a thing. What's it called?
Chenna Hot Springs.
Because someone sent me a thing saying, just to clarify, Brian's. I'm not making this up. Someone sent me this a DM. Just to clarify, Brian's Alaska Resort is a well-known Japanese sex resort.
It is not.
I'm looking on travel. I'm looking on Travel Noir right now. Chino Hot Springs.
No, it's
is
not
that actually is that actually what it's called? Is that actually what I'm literally reading a thing? Yes, I'm reading. Does Alaska's Chena Hot Springs really increase fertility? An hour outside of Fairbanks, Alaska, says Chena Hot Springs. So it is a place where you go to get more fertile.
No, they say that hot springs have like a whole thing, like can make you. They have all these healing properties. When, in my opinion, it's a hot tub.
Many newlywed couples from Japan will come to the hot springs in the wintertime in hopes of increasing their chance of fertility and to bring luck and intelligence to their new addition. So
no, that is not what it is. I'm telling you, people.
I mean, that's cool. There's no massive respect. I understand. So there was some issues with it. Was it with the playrooms, or where did they go wrong?
There are no playrooms there. Number one, it's just a nasty place. The food was really bad.
Okay,
and
what can you give us give us an idea of some of the stuff that they had on the menu?
Actually, I'm going to tell you the truth. I ate 3 orders of French fries over the 24 hours I was there. I didn't eat anything but French fries. They had a cheeseburger, and I got it. I took one bite out of it, and I was like, "This is terrible." And then after that, I was like, "Oh, I'll take." My wife was like, "Well, why don't you just eat like some fucking chicken tenders?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you get your chicken tenders, you get your French fries, you get a little bit of barbecue sauce."
Yeah.
That's an easy meal. So I ordered that, and they brought me my chicken tenders on top of a piece of lettuce with warm ranch dressing instead of the
well, just ask for barbecue sauce, dude.
Barbecue sauce. So I just ate the French fries and then walked away. My wife was like, "You can just go back up to the."
Wait.
I was getting so grumpy about.
What? I gotta say, Brian, that's not cool. That is not listen, the presentation's not going to be great. You're at a sex resort in Alaska.
Not a sex resort.
You're not going to get the best presentation, but like they did, because they were on top of lettuce and the dip wasn't right. Just ask for barbecue sauce. Did the tenders look shitty? Did you even try them?
I ate one bite of one, but I don't know. I didn't like them. I just ended up sending it back. I paid for it. And we tipped.
Wait. You sent them back?
Didn't send them back. I left them sitting there. My wife was like, "He's not going to eat those." She was like, "Why don't you go back and lay down up in a room?" Because I was being all grumpy about it.
Katie, poor Katie. You're being grumpy because the chicken fingers are on top of lettuce.
Yeah.
Like
I would on vacation. When I was on vacation, I want good food.
I'd be hitting you with old school. I'd be hitting you with my damn stiletto, which obviously she couldn't be wearing because this was a sex resort. You can't have stiletto heels because of the furniture situation. Like, I would be straight smacking you. I mean, so why didn't you just go somewhere else and get
because it was an hour out of town and we didn't drive there. We took a guy picked us up and drove us the hour and a half out of town because I was afraid to drive there because I don't know what the roads are going to be in Alaska. You know what I mean? So I didn't drive there. I paid a guy $90 to pick us up and take us home, take us back. So it was a mistake. I am
so you didn't really experience the town or anything, or the city.
Yeah, Double Neg's posting a thing. It is one of the worst places I've ever stayed. And it's a 3-star. They call it a 3-star hotel, which personally I don't like staying. I don't like going anywhere under 4. But I did because they have an Aurora Borealis trip to go up the thing. And
so that's what they're capitalizing on. People who are saying, they got a good price and they got the Aurora Borealis. So they're like, we don't even care, And
they have that hot spring there. So they have those like 2 things. Everything else there is like a carny trick sort of thing. Like they have this ice museum. They're like, come look at this cool ice museum. You walk in, there's one room where a guy just made a bunch of ice stuff. It's not like a museum. It's not like a fucking experience. You just walk in, you pay $20. They give you an apple teeny in a ice glass, and you go outside and smash it. And
Michael Galasso subscribing with Prime. Yeah, that does sound pretty shitty.
It was crappy. The food was bad. Everything smelled weird there, and the room was just it was the type of place I got into the room and Fox News was on the TV. The TV was turned on and Fox News was on. Like the TV in the hotel room. It was just shitty. We got back to, but I had a good time. Actually,
So
Alaska's
you don't like
really
news?
cool.
You don't like news? Like you don't like current events?
I recommend going to Alaska. It's really cool. If you ever have the chance, you go check it out. And it didn't mostly smell like bleach dirt. It mostly smelled like kind of like a weird rotten food fart.
Yeah, they hadn't. Well, give it a. They probably just hadn't done the big clean.
Well, let's watch some stuff. You know.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's 48 minutes into the stream now, and we haven't watched anything because Brian
choices.
Brian was the guy. This
I was a
this
guy
stream.
this week. Yeah.